On the turf, Lil Box and Lil Merc. Got a gang of birds, but the third served the Lil work. Sticky shit, every time he lit his big. Politicking with his clique, trying to hit the biggest lick. Problem with the hood, we gon' have to see to that. It was Baby Jinx, Tiny D, me and Black. To be from EC, can't explain how it felt to me. Lil BT nicknamed himself Looney. With big wine on the 5, getting hella faded. Heard that nigga ain't survived, so we celebrated. On a mission with the homies, or if by my lonely. Niggas know me, always got the pistol on me. Shot his way on the set, they ain't quote him on. Never lied, every lyric you can quote him on. Diamond shining, rhyming with my rollie on. Money long, kinda like a Coleon.
I remember when a nigga first got turned out. I remember was crocodile blood in the blood out. I remember coming up in the stove game. Now niggas only know about this whole game. I remember when a nigga first got turned out. I remember was crocodile blood in the blood out. I remember coming up in the stove game. I remember.
My mama, some shit you just can't forget. Like some of the young niggas used to claim to set. Same time, some of the homies used to bang young. To this day, me and Herb trade the same guns. East side, niggas know about that 7 gang. Central to San Pedro, sold up on everything. You ain't heard, 93rd to the Sin. Ain't nothing new, neighborhood, this what it been. All the Sherm.
I remember.
On the turf, Lil Box and Lil Merc. Got a gang of birds, but the third served the Lil work. Sticky shit, every time he lit his big. Politicking with his clique, trying to hit the biggest lick. Problem with the hood, we gon' have to see to that. It was Baby Jinx, Tiny D, me and Black. To be from EC, can't explain how it felt to me. Lil BT nicknamed himself Looney. With big wine on the 5, getting hella faded. Heard that nigga ain't survived, so we celebrated. On a mission with the homies, or if by my lonely. Niggas know me, always got the pistol on me. Shot his way on the set, they ain't quote him on. Never lied, every lyric you can quote him on. Diamond shining, rhyming with my rollie on. Money long, kinda like a Coleon.
I remember when a nigga first got turned out. I remember was crocodile blood in the blood out. I remember coming up in the stove game. Now niggas only know about this whole game. I remember when a nigga first got turned out. I remember was crocodile blood in the blood out. I remember coming up in the stove game. I remember.
My mama, some shit you just can't forget. Like some of the young niggas used to claim to set. Same time, some of the homies used to bang young. To this day, me and Herb trade the same guns. East side, niggas know about that 7 gang. Central to San Pedro, sold up on everything. You ain't heard, 93rd to the Sin. Ain't nothing new, neighborhood, this what it been. All the Sherm homies hitting in the hood. Fuck the function off soon to get to getting good. A party ain't a party without a little drama. In the parking lot, hollering at Lil Mama. Say my name next to Johnny Ray, Baby Dre. Soul 1 and 2, Big Snake from 88th. For death though, I die for I surrender. Shit was evil on the east side, I remember.
When a nigga first got turned out. I remember was crocodile blood in the blood out. I remember coming up in the stove game. Now niggas only know about this whole game. I remember when a nigga first got turned out. I remember was crocodile blood in the blood out. I remember coming up in the stove game. I remember.
Try to throw mud on my real name. Turn around and show love when the deal came. Make me wonder if they feel shame. I ain't tripping, I'ma kill game. Showed up to your show, it was so boring. Wasted time, nothing to show for it. Took my little bitch, we was both snoring. Probably had a better time going snowboard. Poor loser, always been a bad sport. Could have court and won't go if my bag's short. fast forward, smash for it, don't ask for it. First class stamps on my passport. Tricky shit transpired on the transport. Get busy, keep that fire in the Jansport. Everything for sale, nothing is priceless. Aggressive, decisive, discussing the prices. This might be a war with us and the ISIS. Cause the hustlers fuck with the Pisces. 32 in the clip, 216s. Clear the scene, take tripping to true extremes.
They counted me out, they should have counted me in. Cause I'm counting these Benjamins. Take a loss, stay down, bounce back, I'ma be okay. Said I'm still making these money moves, I'm a fucking boss.
Making sure my name was mentioned at the end of the day was my main intentions. The popos promoted gang prevention. I was popping at the ops, not paying attention. A and SK, hanging extensions. Whipping them chickens, I stayed in the kitchen. Believe that crime pays in the pension. Been out the pictures since my days in detention. Making maneuvers through mazes and missions. Magical movements, amazing magicians. Mama used to say pray for wisdom. Shut up a couple prayers on my way to prison. Backyard boogies be banging functions. Hard to hang in the hood, we got a gang injunction. Straight from young niggas trying to trade me toolies. Had to told him that 40 my favorite foolie.
They counted me out, they should have counted me in. Cause I'm counting these Benjamins. Take a loss, stay down, bounce back, I'ma be okay. Said I'm still making these money moves, I'm a fucking boss.
I'm easy.
Baymax, G-Web, get money, y'all. For death, though, we do. Spot low. The West kept spinning the World Wide Web on these bitch ass niggas. Young Spotter come through on a low late. Don't take her on no date. In the 08, tryna see if she got paper to donate. I'm so hard to locate, that's what the hoe hate. But I'm so great in bed, baby, daddy gotta rotate. Just fucked off 10 G's, but it ain't that important. If I ain't had to go to court, I would've made that this morning. Matter of fact, get paid more than that for performing one song. My dough long, cause I rap my records. Deserve a Rico. Commit actual acts of extorting. Place the wholesale order and jack the jet for the Jordans. In New York, in the projects, chilling in the back of the buildings, where I chop with the hood heads and chat with the children. I'm young and I'm rich, I'm black and I'm brilliant. On track for the trillions, to be stacked to the ceiling. Until then, I spend thousands and mash for the millions. Get cash for the killing, got it bad for the billions.
Seen it all, done it all. Been places that I never thought, but ain't one place too far from you. Ain't been one place too far from you. Way across the Atlantic, just right there when I'm landing. It ain't one place too far from you. It ain't one place too far from you.
My eyes nice and tight, I hit the kush spot twice a night, and sometimes even thrice if the price is right. I like variety, they tell me it's the spice of life. She say I'm sweet and sour every time I slice your wife. SPI, your dirt bag to the world in. Digging donkey dick deep down in somebody's girlfriend. You speaking on me and it's tweaking me a little, but if you think you're sneaking on me, homie, she gon' be a widow. I love females, they help push the campaign. No brain, don't make it rain, or buy bitches champagne. More money, more problems, don't need the propaganda. What popped out in Vegas don't lead to Tropicana. What happened in Atlanta don't need to be repeated. So them pictures on your camera phone need to be deleted. Let's go.
But ain't one place too far from you. Ain't been one place too far from you. Way across the Atlantic, just right there where I'm landing. It ain't one place too far from you. It ain't one place too far from you.
I don't know Neo, but I know Eno. Me, him, and Hero with 10 hoes in Rio. Went hard for the ESO, I squad with the CO. No 6 deuce chemo and showline ego. I can't say I put in a gang of work with Deco, but me and Cuz for sure them pass for a keto. I spent some time on the grind with the Rezo. 24 months just to end up with zero. Even with a belt on, the khaki still be low. I'm a head honcho, I used to flow with Nebo, but he chose to told on Lil Man and B-So. Had to let him go right after we met Sebo. From California with the most gorgeous green grow. I'm loony as O-Dog and nutty as Nino. All spots covered from Domino's to CeeLo. For Death Doe, the Lamo to Aliso.
Seen all that and all. Been places that I never thought. But ain't one place too far from you. Ain't been one place too far from you. Way across the Atlantic, just right there where I'm landing. It ain't one place too far from you. It ain't one place too far from you.
This is my Don declaration, define expectations, inspired to aspire to higher elevation. Started at Genesis, read the entire Revelation. Dedication, meditation, and some fire medication. Judge a prophet and a poet, both body reputation. Fanatically practice, perfection requires preparation. I go hard, like this could be the last chance. Romance the spotlight, treat it like the last dance. May I remind inclined to go overboard over mine. But tonight I'm on this open mic with an open mind. Always try, let it fly, ain't care where it fell. Never say goodbye, but we'll tell her farewell. You ain't heard, I ain't word, I ain't scared. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I ain't word, I ain't scared, you ain't heard. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. And just so y'all know for sure that I'm serious, y'all can put this right before the period. She slid the digits, I hit her with a digi-card. She came to visit, hit it hard by the mini bar. I made her roar like the engine in my Hemi car. Way before she came to listen to my seminar. Every time I'm done, she always want more. Keep a contour in her back for the encore. I paint a picture like we was playing Pictionary. With perfect diction, I take you through the dictionary. Y'all can have an introduction and an intermission. They finna listen for it's finished, just a benediction. You ain't heard, I ain't word, I ain't scared. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I ain't word, I ain't scared, you ain't heard. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I used to tell my testimony to the whole church. Now I stepped into the cipher once I soul search. Visualize the pain I'm bearing when it's verbalized. No more rehearsal, now you're staring in my herbal eyes. Turned them on, they all turned around, returned to lies. Despise this truth that I eternally internalized. I hate her, laugh now, cry later. Why hate a player when I'm just getting my paper? Your dialogue, that's a lot of lies to digest. Until I die, I guess I'ma have to digress. Chase the pay like she the one that got away. Remy shot a day, that's all I really gotta say. You ain't heard, I ain't word, I ain't scared. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I ain't word, I ain't scared, you ain't heard. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. Point blank, do no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be. Yeah.
Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe, stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch.
My nigga Spider Low.
Spider Loke, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Loke.
Spider Low.
Spider Loke.
Spider Low.
Spider Loke, that's my nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low. Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
You are now in the black box with the homie Spider Low, the most eastiest. Facts over feelings, keeping it a Google Plex. Feel my campaign.
Spider Loke, wake and bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
Google gang, straight legend. Google gang, SBI. Google gang, Google gang in here. You better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google gang.
Bottom line, love life, show us a blessing. Pull up politic and blow us a session. Spot a local most easty. No mistake in the station. They making them statements. We waking and baking. Word of the day, EC on replay. The marijuana-thon with VJ Keyway. BS and BS. Killing on the track in the black box. We never put feelings over facts. Pay Machiavelli, run me the bread. I don't get mad, I get money instead. I be high, you can tell by a nigga eyes. But wise enough to enterprise, you dig a lies. Contemplating with the Google gang, conversating. Counting coins while these cowards in the comments hating. Only thing count, my count getting another comma. I'm a magnet to the money on my mother mama.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google gang.
If you can't keep it a Google, then don't mention me. Run a check through the set, I bet them niggas mention me. Red Bull and Hennessy, I keep the same energy. No matter on a solo or a couple homies with me. Tell them come get me if they want confrontation. I keep a couple shooters with me. And we right here waiting on shit to pop off. Take a nigga top off, you tempt me. All that BS, you can miss me. Slide down Century, doing about 60 in the gutter lane. Faded off yak and drop the pistol, hopping out the rain. I won't change, keep it a Google the only way. Mention me, I come out and play. That's on the gang. We are not the same. I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. Hanging with bangers, no bodyguards. We all strapped, nigga. All truth, no lies. Facts over feelings. We ain't gon' start something we can't finish. Google gang.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gon' be a lot of shirts press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gon' be a lot of shirts press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google gang.
Jeter, gratitude is the attitude. The show is a blessing to be right back here in the black box and blow us a session on my mama. It's the second time we in the Google gang that got to like conjugate on my mama. I got at him earlier while I was on my other giggery. So as y'all can see in real time, SPI literally been working all day. It's BAME activity around the clock. I thank the creator of everything that I found, the doc, or should I say I'm grateful that the doc found me on my mama right here in LA County. What it do, Google gang? We got a code. Y'all don't understand. This word of the day is real to the Palmers on my mama. 2 C's to all my West Side niggas, Compton in general. But this word of the day is kind of like crazy because between me and East Side Herb, politicking, building, motivating, chopping up game, he always reminds me that his perspective in general is that it's a piggyback world. He always notices the instances of where individuals piggyback. It's a common phrase for him to remind me it's a piggyback word, Chili. Piggyback is the word of the day. The verb piggyback means to set up or cause to function in conjunction with something larger, more important, or already in existence, or operation, or to function, or be carried on, or as if on the back of another, the legislation is being piggybacked on another bill. The relief pitcher piggybacked on the starter and won the ball game. On my mama, without revealing the details of my play, I'm trying to piggyback on my damn self. You digitalize on my mama. Somebody said, don't ever piggyback off of nobody. Start your own. That sounds absolutely absurd. The phrase that's more applicable in this scenario is you don't have to reinvent the wheel. From the majority of all our great advances in tech, and when it comes to technology. I don't know why I wanted to put an extra syllable in technology. When it comes to technology and just advances in society in general, it's typically something that's built upon what somebody else has already started, developed. Hence, we are living in a piggyback world. Oh, my mama, there are far more employees than there are employers. It is impossible to reverse that. In this type of society, there can never be more employees than employers. There can only be equal exchange of parishioners or merchants in some sense of a barter system where everybody is bringing something valuable to the table, and therefore they're able to exchange goods in exchange for services. Other than that, there's always going to be more employees than employers. And if you use that general understanding as a base, then you will realize that it is indeed a piggyback world. Hey, it's crazy because when you ain't really tapped into what's current, popping, up to date, you typically only become aware of the shit that crossover, become mainstream, and that's booming. And typically, when the artists from our genre and our culture tends to do that when we start getting a whiff of their extracurricular activities and other things start coming up. It more likely than not be some foo-foo involved. So it's not absurd, big bro, if you with somebody and you start. I didn't say it's absurd to start something. What I said was absurd is that you stated that that was the only option. But let me not get off track. But anyway, you said never to do the opposite when that is just not practical for everybody to take that advice. But anyway, typically niggas be about that foo-foo. We see a couple of examples of where it's real, but this nigga the baby, cuz remember when the case came up about whoever had hopped his gate and cuz that did what he did, made the call and all that, and I was like commenting on it, and I was saying I hope cuz that they don't try to flip it on cuz, right? I say, I hope they don't try to flip it on him and make it be about something else, whatever. Because you know how it's black and white, the law is. There's a whole lot of gray areas. And when it comes to black people versus white, we get done and did. So I just know, like, you know, he was getting caught up in a lot of shits, right? And I see everybody else knew about it, but I didn't even know because I caught a body in Walmart a few years ago. I seen the video of Cuz like squabbling with some light-skinned nigga in the mall. I thought that was like the public display of violence that got hip-hop thinking that he was with the shits. He had busted some nigga up in the mall, had him leaking, right? However, then I seen some footage come out recently because a cuz in the Walmart, and it's going down. And when they go down, apparently, allegedly, that somebody didn't leave there alive. And I'm gonna have to hit you back, Randy. Much love though, broski. I'm gonna hit you back. All right. So I'm like, damn. And now, not only do I see they trying to pull a twist on cuz, not in particular, at least yet, for what happened at his residence. However, they trying to pull a twist on him for that Walmart thing. But even in the midst of that, bro, check this out, cuz. I'm telling you, they gotta. You see what they did to the what was them 9 trade niggas? You find yourself rich, black, and influential. You gotta be careful how you start carrying yourself from that point forward. Because you realize if you're willing to be like Lil Nas X and shock everybody at the awards with some mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, tongue on tongue, it's okay. No law coming after you. But if you're on the spectrum of perhaps not what parents would want their kids to focus on, because I would say these are images that parents wouldn't want their kids to try to pattern themselves after either, you know, our type or the Lil Nas X type. However, but one is allowed mainstream to be promoted, and the other, you see, they trying to get you, bro. Look what you would think. Look, nigga didn't like caught a body. Then he didn't like fired another cat up on his property. They not liking that, and you would think that's where they going. But they charging cuz, look, bro, you got to slow down, the baby. They gonna try to do it to you, cuz. The baby is back in the headlines. And this time he could be facing jail time for beating up an older man who tried to stop the rap star's video shoot. The baby is in serious legal trouble after beating a man up at his own home during a violent melee during a video shoot in December 2021. The rapper signed a lease stating that, Long story short, I ain't finna read all that. The long story short, the gist of the story is, it looked like cuz rented out an Airbnb, bro. According to the story, you know what I'm saying? He signed an agreement that he would only have no more than like 12 people there, 14 people. However, apparently, allegedly, supposedly, there was like in excess of 30-something, 40 people that was at the resident. So one way or another, the owner became aware that this was taking place, and he made it his business to come to the location, his home. And they say that Cuz got beat up and some more shit, and they charging Cuz with that. But just know this, Al Capone, when it was all said and done, went to jail for tax evasion. You got to slow down, bro. You got to slow down, bro. You see, look, you know what else I find ironic, Cuz? Ever since Cuz was bold enough to get on stage and say what he said, I think he had to like get himself politically correct for the public in order to maintain his mainstream presence. But ever since then, can't say they just throwing it on him. He been having that wave, a Tupac type wave. Although it seems to be a rebel without a cause versus a rebel with a cause. And regardless of how justified you is, my nigga, in all your activities out here, you gotta be careful. They gonna try to fuck off your bread. That's your hustle. And if I was you, I wouldn't let nobody fuck off my hustle. Cool to act the fool to make me show out in public. Before you open up your mouth, just know I know how to shut it. Come to bustin', that's nothing, just a whole nother subject. What I'm stuffing, no discussion to put a hole in your stomach. Chose to face some consequences that I hope you can stomach. Could nobody hold you back, and now you holding your stomach, you dummy. You the type to start a war and try to call it off. The shotgun was too long, I had to saw it off. I just took it from the homie, cause I know he saw. I'm really finna shoot it, he gon' show it off. Round here, life is lost like the Holocaust. Fuck around and knock your whole, what you call it off? You're never gonna stop my money. You're never gonna stop my hustle. You're never gonna stop my money. You're never gonna stop my hustle, cause I hustle for my money. I hustle for my money. I hustle for my money. I hustle for my money, can't knock my hustle, cause I hustle for my money. In case you hadn't noticed, we've been pulling up in Lotuses loaded. They know us, no more eviction notices. The whole bag, that's exactly what I goes and get. Never beefing over bitches. Way too many hoes to hit past filthy like a needle from a lethal injection. Still soar like an eagle beyond people's perception. Turn my life into a movie, yep, probably could. From Cali, but on hood, ain't nothing about me Hollywood. All I got is my word, my pride and my handshake. Represent my dead ones, ride for my landscape. The money don't make the man, it's the money the man make. These funny bunny niggas sweeter than honey and pancakes. You're never gonna stop my money. You're never gonna stop my hustle. You're never gonna stop my money. You're never gonna stop my hustle, cause I hustle for my money. I hustle for my money. I hustle for my money. I hustle for my money, can't knock my hustle, cause I hustle for my money. Wide amplifier, infinity speakers, niggas feel me in these streets, so they spin for these features. SP, serve them that bass to injure they speakers, and still stuff fat laces into his sneakers. Somehow for me, sticking to the guidelines, stop once I got the hitting off the curb like sideline pop. A lot of pigeons thrown up, see some fine flying flocks, pit bulls and rottweilers on the 9-9 block, squabble up in the set. Hood got inside problems, feeling like Baby Dre line, east side mobbing. Been known to draw down and take everything off. Rest in peace, Del Dog, everything mafia. You're never gonna stop my money. You're never gonna stop my hustle. You're never gonna stop my money. You're never gonna stop my hustle, cause I hustle for my money. I hustle for my money. I hustle for my money. I hustle for my money, can't knock my hustle, cause I hustle for my money. That's off one of them EPs. Shout out to THX. So you know what's gonna happen. Y'all don't know, but I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get a copyright claim for that. I'm gonna have to appeal it, and I'm gonna win it. Same things happens for the What's Happening song. The reason why the Come Smoking With Us song has been eliminated from the intro for at least the time being is because for some reason out of nowhere I've been getting multiple copyright claims. Not just like if I went live today and I played it, I'll get a claim. However, just throughout the day randomly, I'm getting claims just popping up for all the old episodes is in. So I'm putting in appeals for all of them. I'm pretty quite sure, like at one time previous, I used to get these notices and I won. So I don't know what it could be triggering it because I produced, that's my track. There's nothing like, I don't know who could be possibly, but I think hip hop, it's a 911. Hip hop need to be alarmed because we just chopped it up about the baby, right? But then look how they trying to do cuz. ASAP Rocky can't catch a break. TMZ is reporting that LA police say they have footage of an alleged shooting last November involving rapper ASAP Rocky, whose real name is Raheem Myers. What the fuck? LA, la la land, la 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 la. La 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 la. That's crazy, man. La la land. Entertainers in general. Just think, first of all, legendarily, we know what the losses we suffered from what we consider industry on our own side, which when I think about our culture, mainstream, one of the most influential that the big spectrum might not be readily aware of is Mossberg. Locally, that was one of the first evidences we had that somebody that we appeared to be in the industry, it's not far-fetched to get it right here where we come from. And that was our first evidence. You dig a lies? And then since then, you know, if you go from the Tupac to the Biggie, I'm just talking about LA. The numerous robberies, the whole check-in legacy. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke, Neighborhood Nip, Tupac, Biggie. But Tupac, not necessarily in LA, but the connection, West Coast, Vegas, is still, you know, the alleged ops is still the same element. I think Young Dolph got popped out here. Something about La La Land. Now, ASAP Rocky, I don't know nothing about cuz in general, but the perception I do have from what I have encountered and just like perceived about him is he more of a pop, non-abrasive, non-aggressive, non-negative, non-gangster, crossover type cat. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I'm not saying necessarily lyrically, because I know everybody get grimy in their lyrics these days, but I mean as far as image-wise, persona-wise, I don't understand or I don't perceive ASAP Rocky to be the type of nigga that's pushing that image like, I don't give a fuck, basically, or I'm whatever. So to find out that he is in Los Angeles and the laws got him caught up in the grid, it's tricky out here, cuz. It's tricky out here, man. I'm gonna stay off the grid on my mama. Shout out to the baby. Shout out to ASAP Rocky. I'm not saying that like I know neither of them niggas or that I'm like big fans of them or even, you know, all I'm saying is I know that young, black, popping, and that's something that the system could be interested in stopping when you got successful music dropping all around town, all around the world, but you in Walmart on camera popping. I hope both of them catch the best, and I hope both of them, if there's anything within their own program that they can realize that can kind of adjust them having these encounters with the law on such a frequent basis, I hope that they realize it and get it out their program, because one of the main premier reasons for wanting to achieve certain levels of success, which it seems both of them have achieved, is to have extremely low amount, less, or zero encounters with the law to the degree that they haven't, man. We got to be smarter, slicker, because we up against something that's way smart and way slick. And then I just thought about how ironic it is that all this is happening in La La Land. It's real. People get this concept of checking in fucked up. I seen Cassandra online recently, and I didn't check I didn't listen. The title just said, Cassandra, I'm glad, I respect Pop Smoke for he didn't check in or something. Here this dude is running around on the internet, swearing up and down Pop Smoke died in direct correlation with the idea, the concept that he was in LA and he didn't check in. And he's saying that's why Cuz died, because he didn't check in, and he's saying he respects him for not doing so. So this nigga, with all this, and all y'all listening to him, clapping for him, here he is telling y'all he applaud this man for losing his life out of town in a foreign area. He respects him and applauds him for losing his life for apparently, according to him, doing something against the native culture that is established to some degree, according to Cassandra. And he respects this man for coming into an environment he knows nothing about and not doing what, according to Cassandra, for your safety is protocol. He neglected to do that, suffered what Cassandra considers the consequences, and he respects him for that. When, to be actually honest, what the idea of checking in is, Pop Smoke most definitely did check in, but apparently, allegedly, it seems that he may have checked in with the wrong individuals. I don't care where you at on the map. You got to be careful who you dealing with in any town. I don't know where he's getting this perception of the word check in is something negative. He trying to attach it to extortion and all that. Guess what? When I'm on my way out of town, I don't check in when I get there. I check in on my way to the airport or a couple of days before with my niggas in whatever region. If I'm going to Philly, Cash Daddy and Bino gonna know. I'm coming to NY, my boy Nice Sign from Brooklyn, my boy Cash from Brooklyn, what I mean in them from Brooklyn, they gonna know. HK from Brooklyn, they gonna know I'm checking in. If I'm on my way to so many other places, I don't think twice about some type of intimidation or negative concept. It's a joy, a wise thing for me when I'm going to an unfamiliar environment to have someone familiar with the environment that's going to embrace me and help me navigate my way through this unfamiliar terrain. That is an intelligent decision to make. And I don't believe that Pop Smoke lost his life in Los Angeles in a direct correlation to the concept of not checking in. Because even if you listen to the narrative that's being painted, he was in touch, tapped in with some locals, some natives, and that's all that checking in. You just a corny dude who getting your whole perspective from movies and the internet, and because when you get off the internet and movies, the internet basically, you think that even though they had the podcast called Checking In, you thought, even if they were some individuals, which I'm not going to take from neither of them, that they are individuals that it's okay to check in with from, you know, at least from this time past, including Ho No Hundred, that you could check in with him, and that was it was established to do that. But the thing is this, it's 100,000 more other niggas you can check in with that ain't famous. Check in don't mean you weak, or you a buster, or you a coward. It means that, hey, the same way when I go to Haiti and we get off the plane in Port-au-Prince, I cannot even communicate, navigate well throughout this unfamiliar foreign terrain, this new culture, without a fucking interpreter and a guide. And although he's not security, in a lot of senses, he's gonna let me know where to go, not where to go, what time this. He digitalized. That's all checking is in essence. Of course, there's extremes to all type of situations. I'm not saying there's not no bullies in LA. I'm sure there's bullies everywhere over the map. There's people that will prey on the weak any and everywhere. So, if you find yourself in a situation dealing with someone and you find yourself committing more than you're willing at any given time, you have to check the man that you are. But, yeah, I'm just saying, La La Land is different, though. Oh, blah.
The culture, California set the trend of who we are today, man, in the South. The Crips started 50 years ago. You fast forward to 2020, man, you got niggas dying and killing down here behind Grape Street, behind Hoover Street, and they ain't never been and they ain't never going and they ain't never seen it. But they'll kill you behind it. They die represented. They hurt their mamas for it. They abandon their children to represent. You see what I'm saying? So Confucius once said, he who controls images controls minds. Y'all gave us these images.
Them G's don't play out, La La Land is hot. Set up shop, sell them grams and clock. The new slang for Los Angeles is La La Land. Yeah. Now he say, she say, I'll get you shot. We just sell them things, evade the cops. You best come deep, cause you can lose your life in La La Land.
Royal blue Dodger hat matched with the blue ring. Royal blue Chuck tees with big blue shoestrings. Not the hockey team, no, we the true kings. Infrared carbine, that's how we do things. Most of these niggas smoke La La, man. You can call this Los Scandalous a La La Land. The home of Tookie, OJ and O'Shea. Think it's for play out here, nigga, okay. The G is over all, y'all just like to hate. And we know dating's old, but we just like to skate. We stay flossing from Carson to Slauson. The grass is greener from here to Pasadena. It's Southern California, but it's still gon' rain. Big bullets get wet and I feel your pain. We love to set, that's all we got out here. It's so cold in these streets that it's hot out here.
Them G's don't play out, La La Land is hot. Set up shop, sell them grams and clock. The new slang for Los Angeles is La La Land. Yeah. Now he say, she say, I'll get you shot. We just sell them things, evade the cops. You best come deep, cause you can lose your life in La La Land.
It ain't a game out here, you find misery and pain out here. Homie, we hustling in summer sleet or rain out here. California, ride till we die for the skrill. We claim we do it for survival, but it's all for the thrill. Got to get it with it, spit it, hit it through your fit it, split it, bang on them, so they know that the hood did it, no mistaking. West side rider for real, it's like a demon that's inside us, that incite us to kill. Bang, bang, and lay our life down for the gang. I seen a nigga lose his life for trying to fight for his chain. It ain't a game, it's insane, the whole hood dysfunctional. Retaliation seems like the only time we punctual. That's real, cuz we drink and smoke drugs, but it's something about a gangster, cause bitches just love a thug. I think we got the downest hoes on the earth, the baddest bitches in the world, they come from right off the turf. La La Land.
Don't play out, La La Land is hot. Set up shop, sell them grams and clock. The new slang for Los Angeles is La La Land. Yeah. Now he say, she say, I'll get you shot. We just sell them things, evade the cops. You best come deep, cause you can lose your life in La La Land.
I see you callers in the queue. 216-631, the 909. I see you callers. I ain't quite ready for the line, but I see you callers. We'll get to you soon. I appreciate your patience.
As kids, I used to put on heels. I used to do all those things. I try to put on whatever my sisters wear. When all my sisters did, I try to do those things. So at first, I said to myself, "Oh no, I did that. So I ain't just doing the things that I did."
Cause I can't believe ain't nobody. Somebody need to send me some crickets, cause I'm gonna go download some crickets. I know They gotta have some crickets on YouTube, cuz. Po D Wade, Po man. This man is sitting here admitting the fingernail polish we see him wear as a grown man. He letting us know these type of tendencies started so tender in his life. Did we talk? Cuz this nigga is. I think we talked about. Did we trip off this already? Cuz it don't matter. Cuz do you see? Hey, cuz look how they did, cuz that's. Cuz tried to. Hey, look, cuz was on that platform. Look, these is all, whether y'all know it or not. Everybody that he's talking to are they're successful athletes as well, football players, basketball players. And you know, as far as prestige and success, as far as in the world of athletics, they're considered peers. So here he is. You know how comfortable the rest of the world, when it comes to the mainstream, has caused him to feel in this scenario that he's been going through, which I don't clown him as far as what he's challenged with, because I think the creator that I'm not challenged with what he's challenged with, which is loving your child through that type of scenario. That is a challenge that I'm not ready for. So, however, because I do relate to everybody else in this room opposite him, that even while they're there for him, they're sophisticated, they're intelligent, they're tolerant, they're accepting, they're open, they're listening with compassion, an open ear. And when he said that, cuz you know how bad each nigga wanted to be there for him and be like, yeah, I feel you, but look all they had for him, cuz.
As kids, I used to put on heels. I used to do all those things. I try to put on whatever my sisters wear. When one of my sisters did, I try to do those things. So at first, I said to myself, oh no, I did that. So I ain't just doing the things that I did.
Oh, my. You know how hard it is to maintain. When it's a nigga that you genuinely, when you genuinely fuck with a nigga, you concerned and you care about him, cause you really care. And he right there on that bridge like that. You know how bad they want to be there with some type of expression of support. They not there to clown, cuz they was there to be supportive. But he hit them with such a whammy. Them niggas was like, what the? Oh my mama. And I know the one nigga with the little flat top with the braids, the hair. I don't remember his name, but I know Cuz was a wide receiver and he was a fool. He an asshole. He known for saying shit niggas ain't expecting him to say and all that. So hey, I just love him. Hey, I know I would have been the son. I probably would have snickered or laughed. But D Wade, no matter what society and Hollywood is telling you in Hall, now you know. You know about melanated men in reality, and that's a reality that exists too. And I think we talked about this before, but just think about it, cuz if Cuz is admitting to having these tendencies that young in his life, it's no wonder that the son that he had at birth, that is now identifying as a female, he's trying to make excuses as Cuz said, oh yeah, we did, because I know I said like, yeah, because he figured he didn't like it. He didn't like it because, remember I say, so to me, that's him really coming out saying, my son got it from me, like father, like son. That's all I'm saying. So, as we titled that, him come out the closet, and we paired it with BenZero, now, I promise you, because I had this video of this internet that BenZero did, a video of an interview that BenZero did. And I know y'all hate listening to that waiting music, that whole music. I ain't ready to talk, but I'm gonna save y'all from that whole music. I know that shit corny as fuck. But anyway, the nigga BenZero did an interview, right, with a broad named Candy. I'm just looking in the comments. I guess she a housewife of one of these popping. It's Candy. She's a housewife, branded. I don't know her. She's just a fly, black, intelligent, well-versed female. So anyway, Cuz did an interview with her to try to clear up all the drama that's going on with him and the Shauna B motherfucker, right? And I swear to God, Cuz, it's like you see the title that he's speaking on it, and I know, Cuz, and then I'm just like benefiting the doubt for everybody, right? Like, I'm hoping that he finna say some shit that
I ain't nothing like you fucking rap niggas.
did I do that? Oops, my bad. I'm hoping he say something that's gonna make me say, oh, okay. She from Escape. Okay, she hard. Shout out to Candy. Okay. Who do I run to? Anyway, like, so Cuz on there, right? Look, this is my thing. Look, bro. This my thing, bro. She got at him about a few things, right? One of the things she got at him about was that tape, that video we seen when Cuz was at Althea house telling on her new boo, telling the police, yo, he threatened me with a gun. He threatened me with a gun. Yo, Althea, you gonna do me like that? You gave me water. So that's one of the questions she asked him, right? And then his immediate response is like, let me see if I can find it real quick, y'all. His immediate response is like, oh, that shit is so long ago. Everybody trying to show that like it's brand new. Oh, I just fucked up. They like, he like, that shit, oh, like, I don't know why they trying to assassinate my character, this, that, and the other, right? Damn, I just killed the cold thing. But look, so damn, I just did some bullshit. Too anxious, but check him out. So look, just bear with me. I'm gonna let this right. Yeah, this shit. Hey, I'm gonna just look. Y'all know, as long as I've been doing this, every time I want to put outside content, even if I got it off the internet, right, I will always have to upload it into my program and have it. Y'all don't know the process it takes for me to upload the videos. I'm kind of giddy right now and anxious and nervous because now I done figured out I can't really show you the visual, but I can play the audio without uploading and you can hear. So I had this is BenZero sitting down with Candy from Escape, y'all telling me, and he's trying to explain all these controversial issues that he's been through recently, from that scene at Althea house where he was telling the police about the nigga that threatened him with a gun, and he telling him with Cuz. And one of the main things he was saying that shit's so old, people lying, that shit is like years old. Then in this interview, he claims to be 56 years old. I remember when he was in the police car, the police held up his ID, and Cuz was like 55 or 56, right? But check him out.
Been irritating you lately.
This is the big
Okay.
news right now.
So Shauna is a well-known. I would say, well, I mean, maybe because I live in Atlanta. I mean, a lot of people know who Shauna is.
So you know Shauna.
Yes, I know her.
And you've
yes.
met her in person and everything?
Yes, I met her in person. I mean, we don't have like a close relationship, but I definitely know who she is.
You've seen who she is in person?
Yes.
I have.
Now I'm just thinking, she from Escape. BenZero is back against the wall in so much hot water. Can you imagine him rolling somewhere and hearing the song, who can I run to? And it ain't nobody left but Candy. Let's go.
Never seen her, never been on set with her, never been anywhere around in a club with her. I still to this day right now, haven't met Shauna.
Okay, well you haven't.
Hold up. That's like, I think, wait, hold
Say
on.
things about your father in the negative light on.
Matter of fact, hold on, cuz. I'm new to
doing
this.
your part financially.
I'm new to this, and what I just accidentally did is deleted one of my tabs that I had queued up, right? So I'm not finna even try to like go through the whole scenario. I'll summarize some. But the main clip, this is why we get the come out the closet title, bro. This is where we get the this is where we get the come out the closet title. I was going
serious as people take their games.
Next time I'll be ready. I'm gonna get to this one part right here. Check. I want to just say this.
You know, we gotta figure this out.
The
You know what I
cuz
mean?
went super hard to express his heterosexuality and his disdain that he's being associated and affiliated with the LBGQ2. That's all he was mad about. But then, at the end of the conversation, Candy talked him down to where he wanted to be an ally of the community once again as a heterosexual male. However, listen to this shit, y'all. This will blow my
Be
mind.
on there looking at you.
Okay, here we go. Here we go, y'all.
Calm
Look.
in your demeanor. Not everybody can be calm.
First of all,
because if you're calm, then okay, there must
dude say he got an OnlyFans.
About it's true. No,
Now,
it's not true.
know this.
When I
So
did,
when the last time you talked to Shauna?
way back then.
Shauna Brooks, I wish y'all could see his face. It's so obvious. But look, go watch the interview with Candy and BenZero so y'all can get the whole full gist of it, how much he full of shit. It blow my mind. I don't know if somebody is monitoring the comments, but all the comments in there saying they believe every word he say. The nigga lied a gang of times. But anyway, this is the particular thing. This is the particular thing that blew my mind. Every time somebody is getting caught up with certain questions and they get so anxious and eager and to throw an outlast, it's kind of telltale, right? Look, what I'm finna say right now, and no disrespect to any community, and anybody of the LBGQTQ community gonna admit what I'm about to say. Anybody that's about to say what he about to say is gay. So listen to what this nigga say. Listen to this shit right here. And just know this. According to Shauna Brooks, when she met, oops, look at me. When Shauna Brooks and BenZero met, BenZero was fresh out, doing kind of bad, and Shauna Brooks, referring in first person, said, as a bad bitch, you know, I plugged him in with the bosses at OnlyFans to put some money in his pocket. So the whole OnlyFans play poster came from his boo. And now watch what he say, y'all. Listen to this shit.
What was that, 2 years ago?
I guess so, yeah. Still haven't met you. And see,
And you've never met her ever.
ever. So this is all out there.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, cuz when he said never met her, she's like, you never met her. This nigga is looking up. He said never met her. He's looking up in the sky. He get, man, watch this.
And I mean, I feel like a lot of people
Keep listening.
supported you in this situation because regardless of whether it was true or not, people didn't like that, you know, whatever a person's choices are doesn't necessarily have to be broadcasted to the world unless they want it to be. So it's just not cool.
Like, I'm very open-minded about this. If men are attracted to me, how do you know? I opened up.
So how do you feel about that?
Did you just hear what he said? I'm very open-minded. If men are attracted to me, I know he's saying it so low. You see, I ain't changed nothing. The volume got low. That's his volume getting low. Listen to what this nigga said.
It's true or not. People didn't like that, you know, whatever a person's choices are doesn't necessarily have to be broadcasted to the world unless they want it to be. So it's just not cool.
Like, I'm very open-minded about this. If men are attracted to me, how do you know? I opened up.
So how do you feel about that? Let's take the trans out.
I'm saying I had to get used to.
You know what I just noticed, y'all? He's saying if men are attracted to me, but they bleeped out the G word. He's saying a type of man. He's saying G men. If I'm only not saying it because I guess that's a word you ain't supposed to say, because they bleeped it out. So the nigga really saying if G men are attracted to me, I'm okay. Listen to listen though.
You said I opened up OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? I made it. I really wanted to put that out there to see the kind of the response and the way people would take it. And I want them to say, yeah, as appalled and like, oh wow, that's how we feel when we're being blamed. It's the same thing, if not worse. And that's what I want to get across to people. Just because you get emotional about it, there are reasons why. Not everybody is calm in their demeanor. Not everybody can be calm and just, because if you're calm, then okay, that must not be true. You're calm. If you're screaming about it, it's true. No, that's not true. Just when I did.
So when the last time you talked to Shauna?
Way back then.
What was that, 2 years ago?
I guess so, yeah. Still haven't met you. And see.
And you've never met her ever.
Ever. So this is all out there.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I feel like a lot of people supported you in this situation because regardless of whether it was true or not, people didn't like that. You know, whatever a person's choices are doesn't necessarily have to be broadcasted to the world unless they want it to be. So it's just not cool.
Like, I'm very open-minded about this.
Mm-hmm.
If men are attracted to me, I opened up.
So how do you feel about that? Let's take the trans out.
I'm saying I had to get used to that. I opened up OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? I made a bunch of money. I mean, yeah, but.
I mean, be on there looking at you.
I'm saying, listen, so this is when I found out. Yeah, they do.
Okay.
And they make comments and everything.
What do we put on OnlyFans?
It's just pictures. It's no sexual acts or nothing.
Okay.
But I work out.
Do you show
Everything.
Oh my God.
Well, why wouldn't I? I mean, we all have one. What is the?
Well, I forgot you.
If y'all not keeping up, I know it sounded kind of low. She's telling him, how do you feel about having the OnlyFans and G-men is on there looking at you? He's saying, I know they looking at me. It's okay. She's like, what do you have on there? He's like, no sexual acts, just pictures. And they watching me, so what? This is the Mr. Red blood alpha male heterosexual talking. Listen to him. He's saying he's broke. He's broke. He once was a financial empire. Now he's broke. So what he resorted to is getting naked on OnlyFans, and he's fully aware that there are G-men watching him. He said they make comments. Keep listening, because guess what else the nigga finna say? He goes, keep listening to cuz, though.
Yours did leak online before.
But not only that, though.
I mean, they already saw it for free, but.
Cuz, dude, he don't hear. Look, throughout this whole interview, that is the most dominant masculine laugh out of her and him. She, right then and there, she just marked him out with that laugh. Cuz, he don't even get it.
I mean, no, these are better pictures.
Okay,
they'd have to go. Yeah, they'd have to go. You know, it's better pictures, better scenes, and a couple of videos. But my thing is, I work out. So,
Cuz said, it's all pictures. No video, no sexual acts, just pictures. She like, what you show? He said, I show everything. Now he just slipped in a couple videos. If you're on there with naked pictures and a couple videos, but no sexual acts, what can you be doing on the video that you are naked on that's not a sexual act that you know G-men are, look at this dude.
Found out, yeah, they do.
Okay.
And they make comments and everything.
What do we put on OnlyFans?
It's just pictures. It's no sexual acts or nothing.
Okay.
But I work out.
Do you show
Everything.
Oh my God.
Well, why wouldn't I? I mean, we all have one. What is the?
Well, I forgot. Yours did leak online before.
But not only that, though.
I mean, they already saw it for free, but.
I mean, no, these are better pictures.
Okay, better
they'd have to go.
Got
Yeah, they'd have to go. You know,
Got
it's better pictures, better scenes, and a couple of videos. But my thing is, I work out, so it's just not that part of my body that I want to show. On Instagram, I got reported for just showing shirtless pictures. Like, you know, I don't mind being naked. Naked's cool. We all got.
I mean, it's a lot of people get money on OnlyFans.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So knowing that there's men on there.
So let me ask you this: you okay with the men that follow you on OnlyFans, but you have a problem with a trans woman?
Listen. I didn't have a problem with Shauna. I was communicating.
You just have a problem with the way she tried to play you.
All right, that's enough. Now look, I'm just a man. I'm not the biggest, greatest, smartest, most masculine. I'm not trying to compete or rank. All I am is fitting comfortably in my natural slot as a man. Let me tell you something. Heterosexual, what they used to call it, red-blooded male, man, regular guy. There is nothing that I am going to do that falls anywhere within the realms of sexual that I am conscious that any man is going to have any access at enjoying. Nothing whatsoever. Anyone outside of that natural understanding, this is the first time I've verbalized that. Any real nigga hearing it, they probably never heard that said. But as they heard me say what I said, they thought, yeah, me too. And if that's not your natural reaction to that statement, you are something other than a natural, red-blooded, heterosexual, alpha, whatever he want to put on it. We got some callers on the line. We finna let them speak their mind. We got some more shit to chop up, but I appreciate their patience. And guess what tomorrow is, y'all? Tomorrow is not Wednesday. It's not Fool's Day, but it's Tuesday. And when we get back, we're going to chop it up real near radio with the phone lines.
I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah. I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah. Banging me some OJs, thinking about the old days. Kicking my feet up just like a boss do. Yeah. I'm thinking it's Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up. Oh yeah.
Stuff from Marathon OG and the Russian cream. Whole team counting thousands, it was just a dream. Big blunts to the neck, get me high quick. In the trap, watching shotters on the 5-stick. 4K, 60-something on the inside. Pastrami and chili on the French fries. Piecing up for the homies on the inside. Evil East side, in hood, could've been died. Liberated, cause the paid lawyer litigated. Mitigated, keep the cognac refrigerated. Getting faded in a 5-star, niggas hate it. Last time I demonstrated it was nickel plated. He ain't had no win against the 4 fin. Just went on one, and I'm down to go again. But then, rather sip tequila. Kick my feet up, turn the beat up. Never put my heat up on E.
I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah. I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah. Banging me some OJs, thinking about the old days. Kicking my feet up just like a boss do. Yeah. I'm thinking it's Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up. Oh
Big
yeah.
hands on a baseball cap, I'm from the Mac. Styrofoam cup full of Remy Martin, all cognac, no chase. I used to duct tape the 38. Brothers hanging out where it ain't safe on a Tuesday. Patron bottles, Magnum hollers, we get it in. Active like every day, not only on the weekend. Baby say she can't swim, just put your feet in. Take a shot of this tequila and stay away from the deep end. For death though, I'm too deep in. Mafia, on that BS, Blue Smurf and Baby Spotter. Gold rag around my neck or in my pocket, can't give it up. Blam on me in the function, wish I would put it up. Got me turned up, thinking about the old days. Homie and op, remember all my head up phase. But then, I'd rather chill and kick my feet up. Mafias and ECs, the real riders link up.
I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah. I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah. Banging me some OJs, thinking about the old days. Kicking my feet up just like a boss do. Yeah. I'm thinking it's Friday, but it's really only
Tuesday. 216 area code. What it do not, loved one?
How you feeling? Big supporter since the West Cap secret.
Oh man, appreciate that. Much love. I appreciate you. 216, where that area code is?
It's west side of Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay, shout out to the Ohio area. Cleveland. East 99th is where you find me serving my yayo, baby. And you know what? I used to always connect with that energy because all my life my daddy I was raised on East 99th Street, 730 East 99th Street. So I always felt that. Plus them nigga was connected with Easy, Compton, and my mama lived in Compton, so them being from Compton and saying, not from Compton, but being connected with Compton and hollering East 99th, I always felt the connection to that shit. What's happening though, Ohio?
Respect the two things. So I'm gonna just jump real quick on the thing about checking in, man. When I first came home and I was running to actually California, checking in ain't about fear. It's about you being able to be comfortable when you go to chill somewhere and you got people who are from there.
Thank you.
And that's what this era don't get for some reason. It's not about fear.
Thank you. That's exactly what I try to express. And then if you are the essence of someone that needs protection in general, regardless where you at, you really better know how to get it right. Outside of that, if you don't listen to the soundtrack of our culture's music, everybody's region say it gets popping out here. If you look at the internet, you look at the news, in all the urban areas everywhere, we get some type of idea gets popping. I don't know what gives any human being the idea that I'm so whatever, that I'm finna just go be in those environments where it gets popping out there, not know nobody, and try to do whatever I think I'm finna do. I don't understand how that's smart for any nigga to think that way. That's just dumb to me.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it's ignorant. It's this young era, like they don't get the sense of like, man, like 6ix9ine and all, they retarded. Like, you know, he just use that word, but let's be serious. It's dumb.
Cause I done went and put my
when
feet
I go to
down.
your neighborhood, I'm gonna call you.
Yeah, I go put my feet down in Little Rock, Arkansas through the years. Atlanta. Everywhere I go, there's nothing fearful, nothing marked out about it. The first thing I do when I'm thinking I'm about to get somewhere other than where I'm from, the first thing crossed my mind is who am I going to tap into? Tap in, check in, call in, whatever you want to classify it. I'm going to tap in, I'm going to call in. Easy call. For my benefit. Yes, in LA, Hollywood, guess what? You got a different element out here. But I guarantee you this. All the wolves around the country, if Hollywood was in y'all backyard, it'd be the same element. The only reason the Hollywood element that New York possesses doesn't experience what we experience, is because New York is also traditionally known as a motherfucking police state. So, it's a difference being in a police state where the population is stacked up versus spread out, and being a pack of wolves on a consistent basis to the Hollywood element, because there are a lot of productions and rich, everybody goes through New York like the same way they go through LA. You're a little more camouflaged and ducked off because of the way the landscape is structured. However, out here in Hollywood, there's no actual borderline between the fucking pits and paradise. It's a 10 to 25 minute drive from the motherfucking pits of poverty to where paradise is popping, where everybody tends to think it's okay and to be safe. We are not traditionally known as a police state. So our wolves who are more apt to get at anything that looks vulnerable out here. Although anything that's vulnerable anywhere is up for grabs, but you're just more vulnerable out here. This boy Hassandra is trying to act like the only jackers that exist is out here. There's jackers everywhere. Guess what? The G-Unit spinner got took in Chicago. Talk to me. Talk to me, nephew.
Check this out. So look, I was born and raised in East Side Bronx, New York, 136 in Gun Hill, right? And I'm gonna say two things about that. One, when I go to Brooklyn, my city, when I go to Brooklyn, I make a call to make sure I'm gonna be in that project, area.
Thank you.
And then I'll be the first to say, I love New York. I know where I'm at. I know where I'm from. But, bro, yeah, L.A., it's a different beast out there. And you absolutely right. And I love my city, but yeah, LA.
But every time I go to New York,
right.
Every time I go to New York, I have an escort. Way back in the day, it used to be Winslow, Slow Bucks. He was my designated go-to guy.
Yeah.
Through the years, just based on time and the escort has changed, but I got an escort. I was born and raised in Tragnew Park, Compton, Crip Hood. To this day, I could walk up my mama's house and stand on her porch and see Tragnew Park, where Beyonce just sang for the Oscars. I shot a video there a few years ago. I know everybody that mattered from Tragnew. Guess what I didn't do? I did not pop up unannounced and shoot a video in a park.
Not bad.
I'm talking about.
And it's not fear.
It had nothing to do with fear. It's respect,
Right,
protocol,
brother.
appropriate politics. The way shit go.
Yes.
It's the way shit go. And I'm talking about everybody, everybody that matter that you could potentially offend over here are my brothers, my cousins, my homies, my lokes. And I still took the appropriate measures to reach out and tap in with a reputable. Shout out to Big Pot, my nigga New, Park Bo, everybody I love, Big Bo, Lil Bo, you already know. But anyway, I'm just saying, I go through the proper channels.
You are absolutely right.
Yeah.
I real think about it. In our eras, the nickname for all of this was the game, and it's called the game because there's unwritten rules to this, and that's what this era don't realize is there are rules, and that you check and you call your man, hey, we good? All right, I'm gonna shoot over, and now you can chill comfortably.
But you
can
see,
relax,
have you seen?
your head down.
Do you see the narrative that Hassandra is trying to attach to the checking in? Now,
I can't stand that moment, man.
Bro,
you're such a sucker in the climate.
Because I never seen a climate where it's okay to be such a police and a popping person at the same time. This dude, he's so geeked up and excited and gassed about the play he made on Wacc with recording him and getting that little tidbit of shit, which was something that everybody could appreciate. He's so gassed about it. This nigga is now, he done turned it into, this nigga say he's proud of Pop Smoke. First he say Pop Smoke died in L.A. because he refused to check in. But he's proud of him for doing so. As influential as you claim to be, Hassandra, that means you got a lot of people looking to you, according to you, for a positive input and message and direction. So you're telling me anybody, the next everybody, the young people, old people, you telling them the respectable thing to do to come to L.A., even with what the whole general perception is, you're saying the influential status, the guy you say you brought the East Coast back. So you're declaring that the respectable thing to do from this point forward when you come to L.A. is to not check in, even at the cost of losing your life. What are you proving or gaining? What are you proving or gaining by making sure your safety is secure by being in touch with someone that can ensure that? And how does somebody become the spokesperson for these type of issues when they wasn't even man enough to secure the vengeance of the violation of their manhood? You've been photo. You feel me?
My brother.
I'm not even.
100%.
I'm not making light.
Everyone.
I'm not making light of what anyone may have experienced as a minor. But what I cannot accept is you. Guess what? My real perception of humanity can understand a grown man that was taken advantage of as a minor, I can understand how you can be grown and still have fondness toward your assailant or your violator. Whether I agree with it, I know that's.
You can understand that?
Yeah, no, I know that's something that can naturally happen. Yes.
Like Stockholm syndrome type
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, I understand.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, yes,
Stockholm
yes, exactly. What I do not understand is this. What I do not understand is this. You being of what we consider our culture, ex-con, ex-gangbanger, who went from what you claim to be an adolescent that got violated, then you went through this grimy level of life where you got busy and went to prison for bodies. You're on the internet threatening to blow niggas' heads off left and right for the smallest disrespect. But yet, we have you photographed as a grown man locking arms and elbows with the person you say violated you the most. And Wacko No 100 just questioned you in front of everybody and asked you, why aren't you more vengeful toward that individual? And you declared in front of everybody that you don't have it in your heart to kill him. But let somebody in the comments...
Because you got love for him, he said.
See, that's why...
He said he got love for that man.
That's Stockholm.
You can't have love for somebody that keeps violating you.
Guess what? You know what? You know what I believe.
East Side Bronx.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I want to hear what you believe first. I gotta hear this.
No, you know what they say? Why it's such an addiction? They say that's where the G spot located. So as much as a nigga like me and you, he wanna be, I believe Bambaataa must have hit Cuz G spot, and it causes a confusion in you. Once somebody must tickle that tickler, you probably don't. Just think about you bust a nut. Okay, we don't know nothing better than that. But it seemed like when they get that other thing tickled, it must be better than busting a nut or something, God. And it's like it caused such a confusion that no matter how right you know right is, you'd rather be wrong than be right, because they can't stay away from getting that thing tickled.
You know what's funny is medically and psychologically, you are absolutely correct. Let me say too. So I'm from the East Side Bronx my whole entire life. I moved to Cleveland to go to Cleveland State University for my psych degree. That's why I'm here.
Salute.
So the point is I give you my word. Nobody in the Bronx fucks with this kid. Like when I say that, I'm not trying to say because I don't like him personally. I never heard his name until like a year or two ago. Like he's nobody in the Bronx. Nobody fucks with this kid. And like, I don't know why he brought New York back. Where? Let me find out how. You know,
that's the corniest shit. You know what happened to our culture, that street culture that we tried to embrace and tried to love and promote? It lost to the internet. Everything lost to the internet. Not just the streets. Motherfucking brick and mortar shopping. Black Friday lost to the internet. Everything is losing to the internet. So if you can be at the head of the game of creating your legacy on the internet versus the way we did it, you can be whoever you want. Cassandra, Wacko No 100, you could be whoever on the internet. Oh, my mama.
Hassan sold his, bro, he's, you know what he gained from doing it? The agenda. He's pushing the agenda that they want put. See, I know you you read or heard about, you know, in the early 1900s till about the 60s, 70s, the way they degraded and made people of color feel men of color.
Buck breaking.
You know, they talked about were sexual abuse.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening.
So they started doing things in the sense to take away men of color. They degrade and take away our sexual nature. They called us beasts, rapists, those things like that, which we weren't. And they started with that. So they started with the jewelry. If you remember, in the 1990s, men wore gold. That was it, nothing else. In the early 2000s, it became what a girl's best friend was diamonds. It started with these. Now people think this is nothing, but these were little pieces that they slowly put in for programming. Now they started wearing the tight clothes. Now, I have a 10-year-old son. I can honestly tell you, last month, I walk in out the kitchen and he's watching the Disney Channel. And there's two boys on TV holding hands. Now, it's whatever with, but this is my 10-year-old son watching the Disney Channel. Why are you pushing these sexual things and this, this coach on my son? It's the agenda.
I agree.
It's they'll keep us down in any way possible. And when I say that, I don't mean in the sense of we've got to get off our own shoulders.
Ohio, Brooklyn. Bear with me. We got another caller that's been waiting. Let's see what he want to add to the sauce. 631 area code.
Yeah, what up, Spider Loc? I'm just over here showing some love, showing support, listening in.
Hey, your patience and your support is appreciated, man. Anything you want to add beyond that, the floor is yours for the moment.
I was gonna listen to what y'all got to say. Fuck Wacc, hold no 100, and and that checking in shit is absolutely true. To LA, I had to check in out there with a lot of people for different reasons. And when I went up to Oakland, I checked in with some Black Panthers up there. That's very important.
Right. And I understand, when people that are not like Hassandra, this is the thing with Hassandra, same thing with Ho No Honey. Certain people feel comfortable playing every angle of the spectrum. 1 minute, Ho No Honey, he all about principles, morals, nobody bigger than the program. Then the next minute, he's comfortable tiptoeing with Takuchi and just parading with the federal informant rap. Contradiction.
Not just tiptoeing. Remember that.
What'd you say?
That's because he's really a fucking nobody.
I'm glad. Look,
not just tiptoeing.
Look. But on Clubhouse, I know money and status and fame influence all. But on Clubhouse, the majority of the people, it's some locals. I come to find out, disappointingly, it's a lot of people be on there on Cuz Nuts, but a lot of the people that help him establish and maintain this persona on the internet, they talk like y'all. As much as he was disrespectful to the grimy niggas from the East Coast,
yeah.
They the ones who uphold this image, bro. But it's the internet.
Myself.
It's the internet. And VR is VR. This is a version of VR. And hey, you realize? 972 area code. What's happening, homie?
Hello?
972, it's on you.
Yeah, man. I'm T, and I'm from Texas, man. My question would be, growing up, I'm an 80s baby growing up. LA always been the shit. From Washington to the side, boys in the hood and everything. Just had this image about it. My thing is lately, the shit that Wacc pulling out there in LA, how the fuck this nigga pull this shit off? Is that nigga maneuvering through that motherfucker? How the fuck he just so disrespectful like that?
Just think about this. The biggest rapper from the West Coast. If I say the biggest rapper ever from the West Coast, if I give you 1 to 3 tries, you're gonna hit the name I'm thinking. So give me your biggest rapper ever from the West Coast.
Tupac.
He was not from LA. Live and die in LA. Look how well we embraced him. Look how easy the couple years he spent out here. Look how easy it was for him to get stamped as basically the king of LA. So wind it all the way back. Wacc was just located from almost an hour out of the city. Tupac peeped the weakness in the rap game and sold it. So if you could think if Tupac could become the king of LA, even though Wacc is not from LA, Tupac is a further stretch than Wacc. Especially, guess what? Tupac actually got it in these streets though. Wacc got it on the internet. That's a steal. It's an easy steal. Wacc is cryptocurrency. He's the metaverse. He's not these. I swear to God, look, this is no hate. This is factoids, actual factuals. I would never hate on no man. Guess what? Any opponent that you have to discredit as an opponent is not worthy to be an opponent. I don't give a fuck what the facts are about an opponent. You cannot appropriately address your opponent until you are willing to honestly acknowledge exactly what your opponent is. And I'm letting you know, Wacc Ho No Honey is exactly everything that I ever have expressed him to be, which does not void someone from getting a foothold in the industry, which is not the gatekeepers of the industry are not the LA streets at all. So let me tell you this: once you get your foothold with the gatekeepers of the industry, which are very feminine, older, non-black men, once you get that locked in, the Jimmy Iovine's, the Allen Grumblacks, certain people of that nature, which Wacc Ho No Honey has done, then the streets, LA, Chicago, New York, everywhere. Guess what? We from the bottom, the pits, everybody looking for a way out. Rap, hip hop, the industry, in everybody's mind, just like the dope game, they decided that's one of the only way out. And you see, we in a climate where the culture compromises continuously. So Wacc Ho No Honey to Coochie, or anybody else that could provide. Look, it's some real solid New York niggas, apparently, that was on the podcast in the room with Takuchi and No Honey and Hassan, who said on camera, yo, me and my niggas real. We don't jack with no rats. It's the only rat we jack with. Think about
I hated that shit.
Think about that, bro, in real time. And look, the type of motherfucking stripes y'all trying to give Wacc outside, from the outside looking in, look who you giving it to. He was sitting right there in that room. That's the type of company he keeps. Y'all don't realize.
Hey, he was justifying.
Listen.
Remember that? He was justifying.
Look,
listen to me.
He's
like, oh, yeah,
listen to me. Suge Knight, bro. Suge Knight, bro. All that, you coming to LA, you got to pay. Celebrities, you goddamn right. That shit is actual factuals. That's what shit was about. But you see, that shit ain't never, ever been broadcast, headline news. It wasn't never slipping through the cracks. Y'all just thought Suge was Suge. He looked like that and everybody respected him because of that. No. All these motherfucking celebrities knew. When I first met Suge, swear to God, first night we went out to the club together, we pressed Shaquille O'Neal and Exhibit. And just think, this is my first time going out with Suge. I'm in a G-Wagon country. Everybody, the nigga they call Buntry Al, I swear to God, love you, Buntry, rest in peace. But every time we by ourselves, he'd tell me, when I'm talking to him and somebody would call him like Buntry and address him like that, he'd tell me, Spider, my name Country, and show me a tattoo on his arm where his name was spelled with a C. Listen to me, y'all. Anybody from Mob know this. What I'm saying is true. That's Black Jesus, Mob James' brother. They know. Buntry had his name spelled on his arm as Country. He was black as fuck. It was an old ass tattoo. The only reason I seen it is because he showed it to me. So I say that to say this. The first time I go out to the club with Suge is a Country driving, Suge in the passenger seat, I'm in the back seat. So that nigga Country looking, he looking to, like, we pull up in front of the club, it's a bunch of people standing outside. He tell Suge, they go Big Stupid. I'm in the back seat of the G-Wagon. I don't have no idea who Big Stupid is. But Suge like, yeah, where? He lean up in the seat, he get to looking. He open his door, he get out. Mind you, cuz I had just met cuz. We just decided we kicking it together, we doing our thing. And he fresh out of prison. He ain't been out 2 months. Nigga, so just think, I'm young. I'm Baby Spider from the set. That's all I am. I'm not a nigga that had no industry experience. I hadn't matured. I had just met this nigga. He Suge, I'm Spider. All right, we together. We out for the first time. I see what's going on. Country telling, Buntry telling. There go Big Stupid. You see his whole shit perk up. He get out. I get out with him. Swear to God, y'all. Shout out to Big Shaq. Proud of you on the black tip. This is just his history. This is history. Listen to me, y'all. The nigga that wrote the majority of the New Testament used to crucify Christians. And the part of him crucifying Christians is mentioned in the Bible. So this just happened. I'm not hating on Shaq. It's just the way it went. This nigga Shaq, 7 foot something, cuz. When we jumped out the motherfucking car, he had obviously seen Suge before we got out. Cause that nigga was in a Ferrari. You know a Ferrari is only about probably 4 feet high. Shaq was on the, not the street side, but on the opposite side. The Ferrari was parked. You know how you walk into the club by the door? If it was his car, it must have been his car or somebody on his status, because the motherfucking car was parked on the sidewalk in front of the motherfucking club. So, but I just want y'all to know this. Shaq 7 foot plus ass was by the passenger door, leaning against the passenger door like he was 4 feet tall. Like, you know how a regular nigga lean against a car? You know how a regular nigga lean against a car and it just look regular? Just imagine this 7 foot nigga. That nigga looked like he was down there laying down and looking up over his shoulders, over his eyes, hoping Suge ain't seen him yet. He was basically leaning against a Ferrari, trying to hide from Suge. It must not have been his. I don't think Cuz could fit in the Ferrari. Long story short, telling y'all, Cuz, no lie. Keep it a Google. Suge walked around, and mind you, I just met Suge. I'm nobody. I'm just with him. And my energy is regular, but I'm with Cuz. This fucking Shaquille O'Neal. Suge, so I'm breaking my neck to get to Shaq before Suge do. So I walk right up on Shaq. I'm like, what up, man? My name's Spider. I'm from the road, man. Working on my new album. I'm like, I want to get you on the album. He was like, it's done. I'm like, yeah? Oh, that's what's up then. No, I say, I want to get. He said something like that. I said, well, let me get on the next album. He like, it's done. So, by the time Suge get out the truck and catch up with me, I'm like, hey, Suge, I got at this nigga about getting on this album, and he told me it's done. Swear to God on my kids, cuz. Suge and Shaq taller than Suge. You know Suge a big nigga. Shaq way bigger than Suge. That nigga Suge grabbed me by the back of my neck, and he grabbed Shaq by the back of his neck. And he was squeezing my neck hard as a motherfucker. And I can only imagine he's squeezing both necks just as hard. I mean, he's squeezing it so hard to where I almost was like, hold up, cuz. But he put all three of our heads together and do like this. He like, hey, Spider, you know you shoot a nigga in his knees, you end his career. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm putting the extras on. I'm like, yeah, I know. He like, hey, yo, Shaq, you know this is my boy. Yeah, we gonna need you to woo wati wop. Shaq like, oh, okay, for sure. And then that never came to fruition or happened. However, Suge at the time also had a fucking skybox at the Staples Center. And we used to frequent the Laker games when Kobe and Shaq used to play together. And I remember after that day, being in the Staples Center maybe a week later, watching Shaq at the free throw line, just thinking to myself like, cuz might be thinking about them knees in that career. And then, as far-fetched as you might think that may have been at that moment, years later, Shaq get caught up in a whole scandal politicking with some of my East Side comrades, Stutterbox, the Main Streets. He was really, it's deep. And then another experience, I done got way off the subject, is why I got on this subject, but I'm going to tie it up with this. Shortly after I met Shaq with that bullshit. Oh, let me go back to that night because we was on it. Because as soon as we pushed that line on Shaq, finna get back in the car, who do I see stand down front of the club with a bandana around his neck with some chucks on? I'm loaded. I don't know if my brain was lying to me or if I just thought I seen a blue bandana, but I think it was black, but I thought it was blue. It was the nigga Exhibit. And Cuz had the he had the bandana around his neck looking banged out. And y'all know Exhibit ain't from nowhere. So mind you, I'm with Suge, brand new. We just had this little interaction with Shaq. I'm on one, turned up. I see Exhibit looking like this. So Now Suge is trying to holler at Exhibit, but when Suge walk up to Exhibit, once again, I'm in front of Suge to where Suge is over my shoulder, and Exhibit is keep trying to talk to Suge over my shoulder like this. On my daughter's dead homies, Lokes, everything I love and live for. No hate on you either, Exhibit. I know we way got beyond this. This is just history, y'all. Factoids, actual factuals.
Yeah.
This is what happened. So that nigga Suge was like, smoking a cigar. He like, man, what's up, man? I heard you make some songs with them Long Beach niggas. What's up with that? So the nigga Exhibit immediately tried to start explaining himself to Suge on God, cuz I gently, forcefully grab his chin. Hey, check this out, cuz my name Baby Sparta. 97th Street, woo, woo, woo. Death Row, like, woo, 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 woo. And we don't like them niggas, woo, 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 woo. And then he like, he tried to be arrogant initially and like, psh, and go back to talking to Suge. Oh, my mama, I immediately, my name, wooty, 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 woo. Wow, 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 woo, wow, wow, wow. Swear to God, on Crip, I'm so on, cuz. I'm like, what's my name? Say my name, say it again, say it again. Swear to God on Crip. Cuz said, he said that's how it went. So then Suge have his own little personal words with Exhibit. But that's just the way we was pushing day uno. I was young. It was way back then. I want to let you know how God worked though. Because long after that night, I'm leaving the Death Row office one night. I hit a corner. Who I see is Stutterbox and Shaq at the gas station, 2 Bentleys. I push up on Shaq. I had 2 phones. I was still trying to be extra out. I called Suge on one phone, and then on my other phone, I'm like, look, I got a little brother. He handicapped. He love you though. It'll mean a lot if you get on the phone with him. Shaq was like, for sure. So he was a real enough, kind enough nigga to get on the phone with my little brother. But I think I asked him, like, you remember me? Woo, woo. I called Suge, and I swear to God, I had Shaq like this with 2 phones at the gas station, talking to my little brother, talking to Suge. And then that was that. But then I'm going to tell you how God worked again. My little brother, y'all know Derek, some of y'all. He's paranoid schizophrenic, cerebral palsy. He has very, very little, absolutely no mobility in his legs. It's just, I don't want to put no extras on it, but he's a very, like, when you see the kids who get like the Make-A-Wish the one day, he one of them kids that would, but he a grown man now, but back then, I was able to take him to the video game awards, and not only did he get to meet Snoop that night, 50 Cent was there. Guess who walked up? I swear to God, y'all. Walked up. I'm with my little brother. Tonight, it's just me and him. It's all about him. I'm trying to introduce him to many celebrities that I can. Guess who walked up? And it never crossed my mind about the day I met him. And I just like, hey, walked up like everything was groovy. Exhibit, cuz. And I'm like, it wasn't until after our exchange, he showed my brother a gang of love, and he walked away. I remembered the first time I met him, like, you feel me? But me and Exhibit also have crossed paths on auditions to go audition for roles as actors. And I took it upon myself throughout the years. We in a small room, because you go in an audition, a lot of times you like in a bungalow with just some folding chairs, and you sitting right next to some niggas you didn't expect to sit next to. I ended up being in that position with David Banner and Exhibit, Theo from the Cosby Show, even the little fine young girl on Fresh Prince, the one we all had to crush on, Lil Durga, whatever her name was.
Ashley Banks.
Ashley, yeah. But
Ashley Banks.
I say that to say that I ended up in that position with Exhibit, and you know, Exhibit looked so older, so humble, so unintimidating, so natural, so normal. And even though he knew our past, when we was one-on-one, he was still so bright. I just felt so bad, cuz I swear to God, I got that cuz like, man, I didn't mean to get at you like that, cuz I know that shit was unnecessary. And he act like, you know, no problem. I know what it is. I forgive you. But I noticed in this industry, a lot of niggas will give you that, and then hit that corner and still be like, man, fuck that nigga. Oh, my mama. This random ramble on the black box, I don't even know how I got on that subject. I'm so, what's happening though? 817, you the latest caller. Say something.
What's happening?
Oh, man.
Am I right here? Am I on?
Yeah, blessed beyond belief. What's happening, loved one?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Man, what's up with it, Loco?
I can't call
man, you know what I'm saying, man? It's Thump from 24 Karat, man. I just left the Bay, man. I was staying out there in the Bay, man. I'm just gonna say much love, Loc, man, for what you're doing, man. And man, I appreciate you speaking power to yourself, man. And I always believed in you, but you believed in yourself more. But what I'm getting to is that Wacc hold no 100 nigga. I'm gonna tell you just like this, hey homie, that nigga was out of line for putting a disabled child in the middle of some business that ain't got nothing to do with that child, bro. And I really had a problem with that, bro. That's some coward shit.
See,
I wasn't
even finna highlight that, but I'm glad it's documented. I'm glad.
I had to call in.
I'm glad.
Cause you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you did, though.
Real talk, SPI.
No, I'm glad you did.
Like that shit wasn't cool.
I heard him
that shit wasn't cool.
I heard him
homie.
on the internet arguing with a female, I believe, was a grandmother to that child.
Yeah.
And, yeah, the arrogance.
Exactly. It was key to mama.
Yeah.
It was key to mama.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? And that shit right there is really off limits. To call that child the R word repeatedly, my nigga, you really out of bounds. I don't give a fuck what you did before.
Let me tell you. You
ain't gonna get no ramifications on.
No, this is what it is. There is you don't hear the audience that accepts it and applauds it, even when he's saying those things. He's playing toward that audience, the almighty dollar. He pushes his whole movement behind the fact of the dollar and the network. Just know this, y'all. The gatekeepers to this hip hop shit are not big, strong, masculine, gangster, heterosexual men. They are the exact opposite.
They effeminate men.
Yes, and in order, yes. Wait a minute. In order to
you got a lot of yes men.
Wait a minute. In order to network and establish yourself on that side of the industry, I'm not saying that you necessarily have to compromise. However, you have to develop a strong bond and a relationship with this type of character of individual. You know, just recently they pressed Wacc on like basically how did it go bad with you and Big U in the first place and all that. And he's describing a scenario I've been told y'all that got to do with according to Wacc, hold no 100, it was some backdoor phone calls. And I guess it was Big U, according to Wacc, Big U alongside Suge was talking to one of these plugs who I promise you, when you think of Suge Knight, Big U, and even Wacc, or myself, or Gang, or Nipsey, the plug we're referring to, when you think about stature, physicality, look, race, it's the exact opposite. We're talking about a man who is very, 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 very delicate, dainty, prissy, and effeminate. When I'm speaking of Alan Grumblatt, and there was a situation allegedly, according to Wacc, where this was the plug that Wacc had on the table, and because of Wacc's tactic of utilizing other people that have real reputations in the streets of Los Angeles to boss his name up, he was in cahoots with Big U on some networking, moving around, politicking. Mind you, Big U and Wacc just by happen to get a start with the industry, both being associated with Suge Knight at a similar time
with
frame.
The same person.
Yes, and
with
just
same,
developed a natural, regular, develop a natural, regular, respectful bond. However, what it developed into eventually, I can't speak on. But I'm saying that to say this. apparently, according to Wacc, allegedly, he had it basically, he had it locked in with Allen. And supposedly Big U took a conference call, a three-way with Allen that included Suge Knight, where Suge Knight used his influence to try to convince Allen that Big U
the fuck with you
over Wacc. And I don't know why Big U, if that ever took place, wouldn't be sharp enough to realize that that would be the wrong move on the chess game when you're talking about. Look, I swear to God, on my mama, dead homies, daughters, Lokes.
Cause that nigga Wacc.
Listen, 50 told me, cuz when
everything was a Gucci,
cuz when I first, exactly, the back door, and it's not that door does not require what y'all thinking. Like y'all asking me, let's check this out. That's a different door. Cuz let me tell you something. Cuz 50 told me day uno, cuz that Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre told him that when Suge and Dre split, that he at this time he told me it's basically 12 individuals. I don't care how many labels you hear, how many different music groups and all that. At the top of all that is basically
they run it all.
12 Jews.
They run it all.
8 to 12 Jews that even though it look like opposite sides, they all on the same team, friend, and woo wah bam. So when the whole Suge Knight, Dr. Dre divorce really became official, and Dr. Dre was trying to find his comfort, and the Defiant Ones was being established with him and Jimmy Iovine, is legendarily told through me, through Curtisha, that Dr. Dre was taken to a meeting with said 8 to 12 motherfuckers that matter, and in the presence of Jimmy Iovine and a few people that matter, those people, they vowed and to Dr. Dre and let him know that Suge Knight will never, ever, 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 ever get a deal in this game again. And
I've heard that before because they boxed him out.
Yeah, like yeah. On my mama.
Actually, I heard it was actually a little deeper.
So look, just all right. Look, before we get off track and get deeper, I just want to say that I'm saying this to say this only. If it's true that Big U thought that was the play to make to get Suge on the phone with Allen, just based on that right there, maybe Big U wasn't aware of that. Like, that was the wrong move to make.
I don't think he knew.
He didn't know.
I don't think so either. I don't think he had no clue like that.
He didn't know, cuz.
I don't think so either. I think he had trust.
You know what? Because guess what? I don't even think.
I think he just was moving the way he moved.
I don't even think Suge knew. No, Big U ain't no dummy. He by far ain't no dummy. Whether he's trying to be shrewd and be slick, this is a game of sharks. You got to be slick, shrewd, and maneuver. I just think he was uninformed on the totality of the implications of that actual move in the chess game. Suge Knight has a history that goes back multiple decades with these people that they're through with him. They so scared of everything that he can potentially bring to the game. I just think, like, just on a business level, and trying to like waver and meter your influences, that was the wrong move. 909, what's happening, loved one?
Easter deal, real.
Oh, it's not chilly silly for really. What's the dilly, my nilly?
Oh, fresh up out that plastic bottle thing, you know, doing what it do, just tapping in on the back end of the end down.
Ching, 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 baby activity, Eastside Heard. I forgot why we talked about you today already. Oh, what was it? When we did the word of the day, way in the beginning, I had to explain to them how
piggyback.
Oh, see? Piggyback. It's a piggyback world. It's a piggyback world, Chitty.
It's a piggyback world, bro.
Oh,
so
mama. Like, yeah.
Chili, it's a piggyback world, though, like.
It's a piggyback world, though, like. Hey, look, you just came
I'm trying to figure out how cuz gonna talk about Jim Jones but Cuz was fucking with Blue Da Vinci. Well, Cuz had the 501k on his shit, and he talking about 6'9" got
He
a
was,
501k.
he's working with he's working with the federal government himself, and I can guarantee I got violated on my federal charges. Hear me out. I got violated on my federal charges for being at a birthday party with my family, my aunt, my mother's sister's kid, who's a felon. I got violated federally, right? Now watch this. Tekashi is on TV, recorded, he's drunk, first off, saying it. That's a federal violation. Talking about popping shit, talk crazy. He's with known gang members. That's violation. Now watch this. Wacc, he admitted the stuff that happened at the Source Awards with Dre. Admitted to his part in that. He has done so many admissions to criminal activity. And mind you, he's a known gang member with a record.
Wait. What did he say about the Source Awards with Dre? About himself?
He said that he just admitted to being there and being a part of the assault.
He wasn't part of shit. He a motherfucking lie. If anything,
I've heard that too.
Crip. If anything,
no, I've heard that
wait,
too,
look,
but
Crip. No, listen
conspiracy.
to me. No, I know exactly. Not only was I at the awards, not only did I watch it happen in real time. After all that, and mind you, I was on the G Unit side. But mind you, after all that, the nigga who went to jail for it got out and hopped right in my DM. So, cuz it had nothing to do with it, bro. And I'm not finna like.
No, I had a feeling of that.
He may have been aware it was gonna happen though. I ain't gonna take that from him.
No, I feel you. You know, it's just the point. He should be. I mean, come on, bro. He's a gang enhancement, and on the record, on that shit that Hassan did, he admits to buying guns. Says it out his mouth. I sell guns to the cribs. Let him die.
Yeah.
He is admitting as a gang enhancement because that's exactly what it would be federally because I'm his criminal record. Now the point is this: I got violated for being at a party with my cousin who happens to be a felon. That's it. Wasn't even drinking. Mind you, Tekashi's not back in there. Mind you, come on, that's so many violations. And then Wacc too. I mean, you got to think when that's not happening, he's pushing the agenda. He's supposed to be a gangster, gang member, all that. And,
bro.
And what I'm saying is,
I feel you.
Nigga talking about Blue Da Vinci ain't snitch. You hear me?
Well,
and rocking with Blue Da Vinci.
Look, y'all. We're going a million circles. The only reason I choose to discuss it is because if you can't tell by the numbers, it's financially worth it. And only reason it's another thing is because I feel like I'm telling y'all, I told you, I've been told y'all, but just look, cuz.
You been there.
Look, 50 Cent was fucking with Takuchi. Wacc was on the outside looking in, and he gave his perspective, y'all. I just want to remind you once again, this is Wacc's perspective on anybody that's willing to deal with, fraternize with, work with, associate with Snitch 9 Takuchi. The same Wacc hole no honey that some of y'all is saying keeps it real and all that. This is what he feels about people who accept Snitch 9 Takuchi. This is his own words. Just check him out.
Somebody who fraternize or anything with snitch, child, or anything like that. I ain't with them. I'm shit. It's just what it is. That's the rules. Fuck about none of that shit. A whole lot of things gonna get done. Blueface gonna run 2019, no problem. Believe that. Man, listen, I don't give anybody fuck with a 13-year-old girl. But what name it is, that's what you is. Music, your money, don't none of that. You know, your career, that don't justify that.
Why he create all this confusion?
That's him.
It's
describing
everything the nigga say. He put it on power. 6ix9ine
Just know that. Just know that. Anytime you hear about Wacko No Hundred speak on anybody, right? Just hear what you just heard. This is how he feel about himself. He just told y'all. But you ever heard about selling your soul? get to a point where for fame, he said he'd been rich for 20 years. So it's not to be rich, y'all. Clout chasing at its finest. Just to be famous. A nigga throw away everything that he called himself claiming to represent. He throw it away to be around a motherfucking federal informant. A federal informant, bro. On God.
Two, not one, but two, and countless others.
They got dumb niggas.
More than one.
They got dumb niggas that don't got a GED tracking people down with air tags. And you telling me the feds ain't got a microscope up to coochie asshole and the only nigga in hip hop comfortable. you digalize? If a nigga like me and you, if a nigga like me and you go to Best Buy.
Hey, look, I gotta take off, my guys. But look, real quick to my black and brown brothers, man. Look, man, we're sitting here in Cleveland, Ohio.
No, look, don't wait. If you gotta take off, just take. No, you can't. No, you can't interrupt me real quick. You can respectfully leave real quick, but you just fucked off my whole train of thought, my nigga.
Go.
You are here as a guest.
I gotta hear that.
Yeah, he fucked off my train of thought though. So go ahead and say your shit. Goddamn.
No, because my bad. I apologize. I apologize for that one. I do apologize.
Yep, say your shit.
Because I'm about to take. I just wanted to, because it's just the perfect show, the agenda. A black man in Cleveland, Ohio, 2 days ago, saved 4 kids from a burning house. He's got 3rd-degree burns on 90% of his body, and I guarantee nobody's heard that anywhere on the internet. We are sitting here speaking on this snitch, punk ass lames, and the point is you see the agenda at play, destroying. Hey, they keep us ignorant. They keep winning. We stay stagnant. We stay in place. We lose everything still.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad in real time. I'm just keeping it even and equal because I'm glad you closed out with that type of message. I appreciate that, homie.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Have a great night.
Yep. My mama. All right, y'all. Now back to the bullshit. Back to the bullshit. Now, what we was on, I'm just playing.
Don't get that nigga no more, that bitch ass nigga.
Huh?
That nigga don't deserve no touch.
No, we gonna cover him some more, cuz look, some days when I be just dying to get in front of y'all and don't have nothing to talk about. I thank God that everybody talking about him so it don't just look like it's me. But I want to take y'all.
Oh no, that's
look. I want to take y'all back.
He's doing this shit for attention.
Yeah, I know.
And
but look, us not paying attention is not finna stop nothing. I'm finna cash in on cash. Check me out. Look, check me out though. Check me out. What I want to show you. I want to show you something real quick. Check this out. Let me look at my little shits to get a motherfucker.
Get on a nigga like.
I'm just saying though, like, check me out though, like. All right, here we go. All right, look, cuz. How long ago have I
90 seconds.
How long ago have I told y'all I believe that not only the house that Doja, aka the rapper named the game, Jason Taylor, I say I think Wacc owned the house. I say don't quote me, I don't know for sure, but I bet you Wacc owned that house and he probably paid for them cars. This is just my synopsis of what I thought. And now here it is. This Big U niece, apparently.
60 seconds.
I said Big U. 60 seconds. That's crazy. But this is niece. She from Trouble, apparently. Her name Keita. She had a long lasting relationship as a niece of Big U and Wacc, according to things I heard her say. Just recently, her shit done went bad with Wacc, right? And they've been involved in exchanging disrespect ever since the last few days. She done said this about Wacc. Wacc called herself, exposing her, talking about she was talking bad about Big U with the grid program and calling him the police. Then she just trying to add to the things that
10 seconds.
She trying to add to the things that Wacc Ho No Hundred told her behind scenes, right? That she trying to make an impact. She trying to bust the bubble. She trying to expose him. She trying to tell his secrets. And look what the fuck she say Wacc Ho No Hundred told her, cuz. I've been telling y'all this. And I just, anybody that could find the episode when I was saying it, I said this long ago, but listen to her.
Now, I know
Now I
Whack
know.
is the type of nigga that likes to say publicly that he don't give a fuck and whatever, he's staying on everything. Is Pyru 33 years, all of that. You think Kanye
He
finding
even
out?
went as far as to tell me that the game is broke. The house game live in is his. He owns it. The cars. That's how far he went.
He said Game is broke and he owns Game's crib and all of that.
He said Game ain't gonna go there with him because he owns the cars and the houses that Game drives and lives in.
Got you. About I'm asking about the Kanye shit. Like, if Whack finds out,
Look, that shit was off subject. So I'm saying, like, you'll say, oh, how you know somebody telling the truth or not? Look, you hear the man. Look, I'm asking you about the I'm not even asking you about that. She just trying to tell y'all the shit that Whack done told her, which y'all know is factual. Actual. Look, what else would make a nigga that's been telling the whole world, I've been rich all these years thanks to Dr. Dre, and then all of a sudden, Kanye done did more for me than Dr. Dre did. So guess what that means? I've been lying. Y'all thought it was a coincidence he was out here getting caught up scamming thirsty artists? I said this.
It's like the grandma.
Talk.
Go ahead.
Talk.
Oh, I was like, just like the grandma even exposed that he was gonna use Keita to trying to expose Big U. Keita was just the motherfucking Trojan horse, an excuse. See, what he did was use Keita, but Keita is trying to expose him for what they was talking about. He trying to expose, say, Keita is the reason why he's saying something.
There is no. This is the thing. You know why you can't expose Whack, bro?
There's no excuse.
You know why there's no such thing as exposing. You can't expose Whack, bro. You know why?
Because it's already out there.
No. Listen to me. In order to be exposed, you have to be established, and then you have to be exposed. And now we say, oh, we don't look at you like we used to. Out here in our environment,
we been looking at him like that.
Nobody. He's nobody out here, so that's why he's so comfortable doing anything. There's nothing to be taken from him other than a false perception that he has developed on the metaverse. He has been convinced. You can't take that from him. He's never established nothing out here amongst these wolves.
That's why he hates on Nipsey so much, because he knew that Nipsey was actually.
But look,
I agree.
But look, not only Nipsey,
agree with you, SBI.
Not only Nipsey. Guess what? Big U can be exposed if there is smut in his background, because guess what? Big U, matter of fact, Big Draws has established himself out here in LA as a reputable, a factor, no industry needed. So now there's something to destroy. There's something to expose. If it's there, there's something we can tear down. Whack, there's nothing to tear down, bro. Ain't no such, what? There's nothing to tear down. So no matter what you find on Whack, guess what? It's so what? It's only Whack. That's why, just think about it. Just think about it, cuz if you don't realize, Whack and Big U were equally. You heard Big U Whack say it all the time. That's my brother. Even when it was obvious they wasn't speaking, I still got his number. We got keys to each other's house. I text his wife. He texts mine. That's the message he been sending out. He didn't want this energy to come out. However, right now, today, everything negative he want to say about Big U, guess what? He was supporting it, promoting it, and then saying this on top of it. The 60s is my backyard. He calling himself threatening niggas on the internet that he know ain't coming over there. And he giving them the false impression that he got all action over there in the 6-0s to just get his bang on. Attention, that is false to anybody that don't realize, y'all. I want y'all to understand the difference between getting your headlock wrapped around some industry power heads that can turn it on for you versus actually being what you say you are on the internet to these LA streets. It's a big difference. However, why it's not so obvious, these LA streets are the have-nots. And ain't nobody that we consider reputable, very few, I'll say, if not only one, and it might be Top Dog, in a position up there that got a reputable throughout this whole shit that you can look to and think, industry, let me go that way. Everybody that you can look to as a path industry-wise, whether they call themselves gangster or if they're black or not, they're non-street. What you actually happen to matter in our culture, what you developed in juvenile hall, YA, the county jail, out here, the
YA,
that shit don't matter. That's why Wacc Ben told you that. That's why you can jump on the internet, say I'm OG gangster number one, and do the most non-gangsterous shit. You support Ray J, the nigga that's comfortable saying he run around with booty goons. He threatened Fabulous with his booty goons. You hear me? You hear me? Doja, the male stripper. Doja, the male stripper. Blueface got robbed. Got robbed, according to him, by some essays. He told on them. Takuchi. These are, look, Birdman and Wayne. Mouth to mouth.
Man.
Look at his circle.
Man.
Hip hop. You've been heard Fat Joe say it's a agenda, a mafia that run hip hop. And here it is, Wacc.
Saying that was that other dope.
The nigga Wacc, who has raised a grown son of that nature, has found his knack to manipulate Jimmy Iovine, Alan Grumblack, Ray J, that runs around with booty goons, Doja, the male stripper, who had the tongue ring, who also allegedly was violated by his father. Look, these are the type of men that motherfucking
that violated.
These are the people.
And covered up
the butterfly. Covered up the butterfly. Then after all that, on the internet, one of the prime up-and-coming MCs, gangster rap, NWA chain, on the internet with a butterfly, crying tears because he don't like the state of hip-hop.
You are not a pyro. You are not a BG.
What's happening? What's the question?
Yeah, so you think this nigga became they manager because that nigga got something on them where he just bullied his way in?
Look, I seen Wacc about a year.
It's just straight facts that all these
Wacc
is going on behind the scene with all these niggas.
I'm starting to believe more and more what Wacc told me out of his own mouth. Cash Jones told me last time I saw him in person. I made it my business to ask him. Man to man, face to face. Neighborhood Nina Boy was there. I asked him, I'm like, do you really got that tape of Game on his back, belly up at the Fox Hill Mall? He like, on Pyro. He told me, yeah. So I believe him. Now I'm also seeing he has a whole MO of having tapes. That's how his get down.
Yeah.
He got Larry Hoover tapes, according to him.
That would seem like what's going on.
I'm just saying. Just think about it.
Like he manipulating their ass.
Look.
Sorting their ass.
Not only do he got the tape of Game at the Fox Hill, he had the tape of Ray J, apparently, and Kim K. Okay, look. Apparently, according to Hassandra, he had the tape of De La Hoya. Now, looky here. Yep. When it comes to Doja, according to Keita, he also owns this nigga house. She said, look, he is over there exposing, according to him, that her as Big U niece, every time she get mad at Big U, she texts him calling Big U the police. This is what he's exposing her for on the internet. Her fire back power is, one of her bullets she shoot is, he told me he owned Gang House. So who lying, cuz? Just with your truth meter, is that true or not? Do this nigga own Game House or not? If Game is declaring that Kanye all of a sudden, Kanye did something more to him in 2 weeks than the CEO that he's had all these years. Don't it make sense? Yeah. How can you afford the house if Dre ain't been doing?
Imagine
if you'll recall, he said that shit to Blueface online when that bitch got offline. He told Blueface, "This is my motherfucking house." He told Blueface that in his face.
Who? I
own this motherfucker.
But you know what?
Yeah, on the internet.
You know,
when they
long
got
ago,
to that bitch, he told Blueface, "That's his house."
long ago, Whack Ben told his story on the internet. I don't know how factual this actual story is, but he Ben described how he flipped his um, independent entrepreneurial trucking enterprise into a real estate venture with I think like a $80,000 investment on it. So he's been very well versed in the real estate investment category. So these are the things that I utilize to make me assume that he owned Game House. Promise y'all, cuz somebody can be studious enough to go find me saying it. I've been said it multiple times, and
I guarantee you,
it's been years ago. And look at here now. And you know one thing I like to hear Whack say a lot of time about different people. You hear the baby mama ain't got nothing to say about it. You know how much shit I talk about. That's
ain't nobody can contest nothing.
Yeah, ain't nobody contested.
Ain't nobody contest.
Ain't nobody contested. You don't hear none of the 6-0s denying it. You know how much shit I done laced y'all about Whack that he don't never deny, about how long he been paying Crippin'. You feel me? Buying the braces, paying the tuition
from day one.
From how long he told me that. He don't never deny that the only time I ever seen him do anything considered violent is when he seen me in the Crips beating up a nigga from Pyru because he had a GU Not shirt on. And he jumped in because him and Suge had just pulled up in that red Bentley 2-door. He jumped in and beat up the Pyru with us. Didn't really beat him up, but he made sure he participated and looked like he was in it. You feel me? This is what we know about each other, Whack. He don't never acknowledge the fact that Blueface told on the alleged essays that robbed him for that first little blue chain, that Cash and Kim Jones' name is on the statement. He don't never speak about that. Never, ever, 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 ever on my mama. So while you quoting all the things that other people,
black and white,
he can't challenge none of that.
And it's on black and white.
Black and white. Then he want to bring up my brother and try to associate one human being's character with another, and accuse my brother of being a rat. He's been promising for years.
Don't he got a brother?
No, he used to. He used to, but they was he used to, but they was on the lick. I think he got another brother that survived, but him and his other brother, rest in peace, no disrespect to that man. Yeah. But his life, from what I understand, was in the hand of Whack, and he got Whack, and Whack ain't getting no get back. Matter of fact, he packed up his shit and tracked. On my mama. I think his name was Zach.
Oh shit!
That might be a fact.
He never say that.
He don't never. Yeah, he gonna. Exactly. I heard him speaking on his brother and his oldest brother that didn't bang. Couldn't none of him, his brother Whack and him couldn't beat up the big brother. So he'll mention the brother, but he don't want to talk about it. How his brother lost his life and you ain't got no get back, and the nigga that chopped him down still rolling around. Oh my mama doing interviews. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. He doing interviews.
Talking about somebody dropped the ball.
Yeah, but he want to judge everybody gangster, and he running around with the federality. So you think the feds ain't tapped in to everything he doing and saying?
On me. Man, I know what squeeze means. Everybody know what squeeze means. You heard me?
Hey, look.
Everybody know what squeeze means.
Look, I don't even want to, like...
And I done lived in California, even though I lived in the Bay.
But look, mister, right now, he trying to establish himself a stand on... 7-7. He keeps saying, I stand on... You from Swan?
No.
Oh. He keep trying to stand on the statement. He keep trying to stand on the statement. I stand on what I say anytime. However, like you say, he got caught up saying we squeezed in when we want to, but then he trying to say squeeze don't mean what it mean all of a sudden. Do you think
we got different lingo in California? That's what he say.
You hearing?
Man,
you hearing? But look,
that's to somebody that
don't
stay in California.
Yeah, look, all you gotta do.
That's to somebody that don't stay in Cali.
But no, you look,
bro. I just moved back home, bro.
But look,
on me, I stayed on 78th and Hillside Ave, bro, between MacArthur and International, down in the East Oakland, bro.
Oh damn!
About the White
On
House
my mama,
fucking
mama,
corner,
on my
nigga.
mama, cuz
We
I'm
not
trying to,
gonna see
in my mama, I'm trying to picture where the fuck is Hillside Ave. I'm thinking that shit must be way on the west
I
side
mean,
somewhere.
Hillside.
No, but that's like 8
No,
hours.
it's on the east, 78th.
Nah, but that's like.
Oh yeah.
But I'm thinking you keep saying that shit like that matter to where I'm from. I don't know none of them streets. That like
No.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I know. All I saying was the way you was saying it. I just assumed you was saying some LA shit. So in my brain, I was trying to follow you because I got people from 7-7. I know people from over there. So I'm like, he from. And when you said that, I'm like, okay, you from over there. I don't know. I don't even know what that means. My homegirl Shaniqua, she in the chat room. She from Oakland. She says she used to stay over there. She know where it means.
Yeah. It ain't nothing like that.
No, it's everything is
like,
love, man.
Bro, I frequent.
Everything is love.
Nothing but love. I frequent.
It's all love.
So I'm saying I frequent. So can't nobody tell me what squeeze means. You get what I'm saying? You can't change what it means.
But this is what you have to set in your mind. But look, this is the society we live in. Ketanji Brown Jackson, nominated to the highest court in the country as the first black woman, subsequently was questioned upon can she define what a woman was, and she could provide no definition. This is the society we live in. That's acceptable.
You right.
It's the same
right about
thing.
that because it's so easy to identify and define.
Yeah, look, just think about it.
Easy to identify.
And look right now. Yeah, because just think about it. We live in a society though where you can have a swipe, a beard, big ass Adam apples, big ass hands, size 13 feet, and say I'm a woman. So in that type of society, why can't Wacc No Honey be whoever he say he is? Show me where it's ever been proven other than on Clubhouse or in an executive room making some type of business in a corporate sense. Where has he ever proven he's anything he said he has ever been as far as in relation to these LA streets? There's no proof in that pudding.
Not even in Pacoima though.
But look, I'm gonna say this.
Essays, you know they good.
But look, in Pacoima, this is what I hear about Wacc in Pacoima. He come from a family that's with the functions, like his mama, even from what I understand, and got her hands dirty getting money, and so he come from being a youth exposed to the elements, But digitalize this. There's a difference from being that guy and being around shit and knowing shit and doing whatever to being the guy that everybody in those environment respect as being a hog throughout your career. And that's what he wasn't. He has been around. He has been around the shits. However, all this I heard him today talking about, he did the mathematics. He said out of the hoods of LA, it's about 4 niggas in each hood to make it move. So out of 20 blocks, I know that sounds like a low number, but out of 20 blocks, that's 80 niggas out here that's killing. And then he started breaking it down to describe in his hood how he was amongst them 4. That's not the reputation he carries out here. That's not it.
That's not truthful.
It's not truthful, and it's a lot of niggas. It's a lot of niggas that's really from their section. It's a lot of niggas that's really from their section.
Right.
That's really reputables. That everybody love, got all the respect, and they also wasn't that nigga. For some reason, he is not comfortable claiming or being whoever he was from where he at, and he put extras on it for the internet, and it works. That shit don't work in no holding tank.
Exactly.
That shit don't work on no unit. Guess what?
No, it don't. Because
guess what? When the real LA street, when the Southern California facts come back, when the real CDC facts come back on Wacc, when you ain't looking for it, you find out that Eldon from BSV, Adamu, slapped it. He always want to talk about prison and standing on his manhood and his square. Another Damu slapped him on the yard. I don't know why it wasn't an immediate squabble, but we give him a pass. From that point, it was an arranged squabble between him and the nigga that slapped him through the rest of the Damus on the yard. It was a time like 3 o'clock after school. You and the homie gonna get down. Instead of Whack showing up to the squabble, Cuz went to the yard, started an argument with the police, and got rolled up for insubordination. That is what we call PC up. I'm gonna give you another example of PCing up, just so y'all who corny and thinking that might be a coincidence. This is another example of PC up. You're getting dope on credit. You're getting dope on credit on the yard, telling people, I go to the store, first draw. I'm going to pay you on first draw. Or you gambling on your ass on credit. I'm going to pay you on first draw. Now, you go to the store. I done seen it. I done seen it. These ain't even hard niggas. It ain't being hard niggas. It be square niggas who never had a fight. It could be slick niggas, any type of nigga. Some niggas take this route. But when you supposed to get down with your homie because he slapped you, dope fiend niggas do it all the time. But when you supposed to get down with your homie who slapped you, and then you get into an argument with the police instead and get rolled up, it's equivalent to doing what I'm about to describe. You at the package window or you at the store window. You got your best friend, nigga, your dog. You don't even owe this nigga. You don't owe him nothing. This your partner. He'd have been at the window helping you get every package you ever got. And you'd have been at the window helping him get every package he ever got. But this the type of move Whack pulled. As soon as the people behind the window give you all your goodies and you get your bag, because you know you owe somebody, the first thing you do is take off and swing on your best friend. So the police will lock you up and take you to the hole and you ain't got to pay nobody.
That's a catch-out move.
We call it PC.
Move.
We call it PC.
PC, yeah, that's a catch-out. He catch-out move. That's a straight catch-out move. Every time you fire on the police ain't got nothing to do with your situation. It's a catch-out move, bro.
Mm-hmm. But I'm saying this ain't fun. This ain't fun on the police.
Damn.
This when you fire on your best friend, your inmate.
Yeah, I was just giving another scenario too, because niggas do that too.
Same shit. Same shit. But if anything, this is what happens. I've been guilty of myself when it comes to a nigga like Big U. And like I say, meeting Wacko No 100 up under Suge, just being respectful and politicking and letting the little weenie nice nigga get up under your wing for so long, and cuz being showing whole ass tendencies, buster ass tendencies. Cuz should have cut cuz off a long time ago. On my mama, I
agree with that.
On God in heaven, cuz.
How he trying to do a motherfucker that helped him through the door, bro. To help him establish himself, bro. You see,
do you know
the kind of niggas that'll do you like that?
Do you know how long the word 60s has been a word to be known to LA? Do you know how when it comes to like people that, you know, ain't nobody ever got on the internet and be so loose, nigga, discussing so much 60s.
Before I was even born.
Cuz. I promise y'all, cuz.
Before I was even born.
I promise y'all, cuz this the thing. This the thing. He played a cold game with a nigga that's famous, that he had a bond with, that obviously confided in him a lot. Even though cuz is from where he from and all that, reputable, he matter and all that. When you minus the industry, it's some other big U's, there's some other big draws from 60s, cuz. Like, cuz is just the famous nigga, which causes him to have another level of influence. But take that away, he ain't the only nigga that statue over there, cuz. So all this shit Whack be popping out his gums that's generally related toward the 60s. Don't let them fool ya. That's a cell soldier move, y'all. All the millions he telling y'all about, he hiding behind all them, bro. Just think, though, this La La Land. Biggie, don't try to think nobody finna do nothing to impress and try to show off for the internet. But let me tell y'all, cuz he gotta live the life of the Pope. You know how hard he is on my homie's nuts? He breaking his neck to develop an alliance with the East Coasters, cuz he got a few niggas he fuck with, through the years, which is natural for everybody out here to have that, right? So whatever. Cuz lied on me, cuz. He lied on me, cuz. That's why we are at odds, just cuz he lied on me. So I don't call on nobody. I don't call on nobody to do nothing, right? But this my thing. Cuz breaking his neck. I hope he really maneuver in politics and put some of the homies in position to do something though. On God.
Right. Because he quick to say, oh, I'm my East Coast homies, my East Coast, I got this, I got that.
Yeah, that's because he. I know it might be.
I'm thinking to myself like,
it might be growing. It might be growing and expanding.
All they can up out of your bitch ass.
Yeah, that's because traditionally day one is Deco.
I hope they play their cards right.
He fuck with the homie youngster that stay in Vegas from the 6-pack. Cuz used to be from 5'9". He used to be Baby Slim Bad, like Lil Slim Bad. That's like my low. So them like I know that's two of the niggas that's like his like friends, his peoples from over there from the set, right? So I don't never try to like cause no clash or that type of shit, right? But anyway, this my thing. Cuz better. You better do that. Oh God, on the set. Like I digitalize. I understand. I digitalize. Make something happen. Bring some. You been paying Crippin'. You been paying Coasters. You been paying the homegirl from 7-6 since the 90s. She got tuition up out of you. She got braces up out of you. I know she got much more.
I know this ain't nothing new.
On God, he been doing this since the 90s,
You know it ain't nothing new.
He put a bunch of money.
You know it ain't nothing new.
In Blueface pocket.
Hey, and let somebody run back and tell him, let him see this and respond. He ain't gonna do it, Chip. He know
he gonna do it. He gonna do it. He gonna do it. Cuz gonna do it. On the set. Cuz gonna do it.
He can't help it.
This the thing, y'all.
He can't help himself.
Yeah, and then, just think about it. Like, just think about it. Y'all seen the movie. Cuz y'all seen it already. It's already been written. The script been written, cuz. Cuz finna fall right in line. I don't care how cool it might be looking. The story gonna end up just like y'all. Everybody like, guess what? It's gonna end up just like you thought. Like, oh, okay. Some way, somehow. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I told you, bro. I've been out here all my life, bro. Swear to God, the only way it won't is if he weenie, and not just weenie, if he wise/weenie up. He got to weenie wise up and be the weenie you are, and get into your executive reality of life, and leave that goofy shit alone. And it still might, he got to really like just be gone. You dig a lot?
Yeah, redirect your motherfucking narrative.
Yeah, you're going to have
to. Redirect your motherfucking energy to something different. Because, hey, man, look, motherfuckers stay all around. Real niggas stay. It ain't even got nothing to do with being a real nigga. It's about realizing and understanding understanding the point of who's coming in if you choose to deal with them. See,
This how really it is. This how really it is. Rest in peace, Drake. Rest in peace, Draco the Ruler, right? Rest in peace, Draco the Ruler.
Man,
really from La La Land. Out here, active, with the courage like my homie Eastside Herb. Cuz wasn't even from no traditional gangbang shit out here and still had his energy turned all the way up to the top of the gangbang energy against some real reputable gangbangers. Strong, big nigga, front line, at a venue. Just think about it, y'all. Rest, God bless, rest his soul. Think about that. And just compare that to either one. Whatever version we want to go with according to you, Wacc. J-Rock just knocked me out, blood. Or, ain't nobody hit me.
My mama, he said that.
Or, but later on he's saying, somebody swung and I felt air.
I felt the wind.
How close are those? How close are all three of those? Just think about it. That one thing to the neck, a knockout punch, or air. Just think how close you are to that shit. So, What the fuck do y'all not see? What's the like? Just think about it, cuz. Think about it. The same goofy that ran out, talking about J. Rod just knocked me out, blood, basically was saying, as a prophet, because Draco was still alive, saying, damn, he could have just did me like Draco. You don't hear what I'm telling you?
I'm with you. I'm following.
Just think about it. When you think everybody be asking, why this, why that, why that, why that? They tell you, cuz bulletproofed up, he out on the outskirts, breaking his neck to try to make some alliances with some real street reputables. He be over there trying to fuck with Compton Crips. He trying to fuck with East Coast Crips. He trying to lock himself in. This is his whole legacy. He rode Big U as long as he could. First it was Suge, then it was Big U.
Yep.
Now he trying to find anybody that really got some type of status in the streets that don't care that he running around with a federal informant. They took down the 9 Trey Bloods. They just knocked down the homie Lil Doc, free Lil Doc. So, Lil Doc hit the internet, he got indicted. So, the 9 Trey niggas was in the streets, they was on the internet. Wacc want y'all to believe he got the streets locked up, and he on the internet hollering it, screaming it, threatening it, running around with a rat though. Running around with a rat. And you think.
And his homeboys calling you And his home, he got you believing, he got people believing that them homeboys that came to that interview, that Spotify podcast, that they calling him They don't even know that name.
Bro, they got some young Crips out here called Cuz Some names you would be surprised to know. Reputable kind of name brand. Some name brand niggas out here called Cuz And you know where that shit came from? Y'all, if anybody that know this history out here, you know where that shit came from?
Snoop.
Okay, somebody know. Somebody know.
Snoop.
Somebody
Snoop
know.
sided with a red rag over the low. Those shit's been going on for decades.
On God. On God.
Right here. Hey,
you Thump? What's your name, Thump? Where you from, Thump?
Yeah, I'm from 24 Karat. I'm from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Hey,
that's where my hood from.
You could ask the Google gang.
15.
Ask the Google gang.
East side 15, bro.
You can ask the Google gang, which are the regular members here. I seen a video of some Oklahoma niggas taking over a jail, and one of my main observations was, if I didn't know it was Oklahoma, just the way the niggas sounded and was acting and talking and banging, I would have thought they was from California. That's the closest shit I seen of the same type of exact shit. Like, they was banging and that, they was banging.
Bro, I watched your video.
Okay.
I watched your video on that because I was like, damn, that's the county. On my mama, that shit worse than the pen down here.
That shit.
On me, it's worse than the penitentiary. It's worse.
That's crazy.
On me, and I know who got killed. I know the nigga. I know the nigga that got.
Hey,
man, look.
Was that like? Was that his character, or was that shocking to see him pushing the line like that?
Nope. On my mama, that's him.
That's him.
That's him, and he from the other side. Cause my set and they said don't get along. He from Shotgun. On my mama. So yeah, he from 132 Shotgun, and we don't even get along like that because we got love for the grapes out there in California. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
On me, the Grape Street. So yeah, so it's politics different like that. But what I'm saying is,
I know it's a gang of shotguns. The shotguns got a hell of a clique. The shotguns got a hell of a clique. Shotguns got a hell of a clique out there in Minnesota too. You tapped in with them shotguns in Minnesota?
Yeah, hell yeah, they do.
Yeah. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, hell yeah. So, but I'm saying that a nigga always have respect for him. Nigga knew him. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Nigga get into it with his homie. Boom, 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 boom. They know my name ring around they circle. Whatever it is, bro. But like I said, man, it's respect. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he was. He was that kind of motherfucker on me. And motherfuckers get tired of that shit, bro. They do a nigga dirty, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Nigga wasn't feeding the motherfucker because they don't feed, because they wasn't feeding me. Last time I did my round through that motherfucker wasn't feeding me.
But
Nigga had
look,
to nut up on them
that's
motherfuckers, man.
what you mean in jail?
And I mean, that's just his character, though.
You mean in jail?
Huh?
You mean in jail?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Motherfuckers don't feed a motherfucker. I'm talking about motherfuckers don't feed a motherfucker in that county.
Hey, look,
that's
that's what they was talking about. They said they don't feed y'all. They had the motherfucking tier all dirty. Shit was flooded. It wasn't getting killed clean. And for those that don't know, the video we're referring to,
bed bugs.
Yeah, they had overthrown the jail and took some COs hostage.
Bro, that motherfucker, we call it the Tower of Terror.
Well, tell me this though.
Mama,
how did but just tell me this though, my nigga. Cuz did all that terrorizing. How did he end up losing his life before he took one?
Oh, you know why?
I don't.
You know why?
I don't.
I'm a ease into it, but usually I just want to just go ahead and say it because he wasn't gonna give up. He just wasn't gonna give up. It was already too far past the point of surrender.
Okay, no, this is my thing. This is my thing. He had Cuz blade to the throat. They were way outside the gate. He basically kept them at bay for the longest because they had old boy on his knees and he couldn't do nothing. He cuffed up and woo. Now, if that's your insurance,
he should have known.
I don't understand how, if you really threatening
he thought that was insurance.
But I mean, I don't understand how they
he
got.
He thought it was.
So how did they killed him with a real gun? They didn't go up and get him. They shot him.
They called the real police in there. No. They called the real guns in there. They got pepper sprays, pepper balls. No, they called it was OKCPD, bro.
So
you're saying the police in there and hit Cuz.
So they shot him from like
he didn't know that the police came. The real police came in there.
Oh, like on some sniper shit.
Rubber bullets. Yeah, exactly. He didn't realize that they didn't even make the play.
Look y'all. Listen to what he's telling y'all. I'm gonna translate what he's saying. We up against an enemy when it comes to sophistication that we not prepared to deal with, my nigga. If you knew the courage, the energy that this nigga was dealing with, the move he had pulled off, and right while he was in the midst of it, had everything sold up according to his intellect, they still snuck up on him and took his life before he was able to take a life he was really ready to take, my nigga. And take that lesson. You moving out here. Think about the minority report. Don't y'all realize almost everything that's happening is popping up on camera? Y'all talking, running in your look at this nigga hold no honey. The whole clubhouse scene and a lot of other shit. All this shit that's being discussed on the internet, cuz. Oh my mama, y'all know we done stretched this shit way long. Whoever that was speaking last, I'm gonna let you go ahead and tap out first, and then after that it's gonna be 631-972 and 817. Unless either of you was the last speaker, you go first.
That was me. Yeah, that was me. SPI.
What's your area code?
I mean, I'm 405, but I got an 817.
All right, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm 405. But man, shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the motherfucking SPI, LOC. You know what I'm saying? Long live Nipsey, the motherfucking great. You know what I'm saying? The Keyway Price, man. And man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you gotta understand that these people is working for somebody else. These people are not working for themselves. You get what I'm saying? They only trying to, this is what you call agent provocateurs. You understand? So it's hella confusion every time they come around. So you got to understand to keep a clear mind, to keep that storm clear from your mind. Because it will cloud your shit and your understanding and your way of thinking, man. So I need y'all niggas to stay up on y'all toes, and I'm not talking about your motherfucking 10 toes. I'm talking about your motherfucking strongest muscle in your brain. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Your brain. I mean, your strongest muscle, which is your brain, bro. I need y'all to think. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the low. You know what I'm saying, man?
Much
Much love, man, from the 405, man, to the West Coast.
LA, from the Yay to LA, man. We call it L Yay, man. Shout out to JT.
To the Yay to LA.
Oh, my mama.
Oh, man.
Much love, homie.
On my mama, man.
That's right.
Yeah,
Tap in, man. Anytime.
I need to get one of them Baymax.
Hey, Baymax,
Okay.
BaymaxStreetwear.com. Right. If you can't click on something you like and see anything you seen me wear you like, all you gotta do is screenshot it, send it to the private message, and they should make sure it get to you. If it don't work right, get at me, and I'll make sure it get motivated.
Okay. You know it, man. I'm about to sign off and watch the rest of the live, bro.
Much love. All right, 631, then 972.
Shout out to STI, Spider Lope. Much love, brother. Thank you for all the game that you be spitting, man. It's real shit, my nigga. Love from the east to west.
Hey, I appreciate your appreciation, and we just be appreciative. Gratitude is the attitude around here. Jeter, thank you, loved one.
Love.
All right. What's your area code?
It's 631.
972. All right. Much love. 972, it's on you. What it do? Only request is you keep it true.
I want to say shout out to you, SPI, man. Thank you for shining the light on the fuckery that's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? On a broader stage, we do not support treason. If this was a motherfucker on TV who was in an army who sold secrets to another country, that nigga get hung. So that same politics should go the same thing in these streets. That shit should not be tolerated.
Just believe.
Grow up thinking it's cool to do some bullshit like that.
Just believe the voice of the streets, and rightfully so, is not adequately represented on the internet. Believe me, there's an element of that righteousness that exists. Believe me. And we're not going to try to incriminate nothing in potential future or nothing. So we just going to keep living. As I was saying, just think about it. What's the difference between Draco, rest in peace, and J-Rock just knocked me out, blood, or somebody swung and missed, I felt air. What's the difference? Seconds, fractions of inches. So, you feel me? Like, you got me like, it's not on us. It's not on us, bro. If somebody that is so what he proclaims can float this long proclaiming it, however he's doing it in the arenas, hey, more power to him. It don't change the fact of the matter. It don't change the fact of the matter. So just know this. I don't care who you name from the last 30 years, West Coast, when it comes to entertainment, hip-hop and rap. No matter who you name, who you like, who you love, who you respect, especially when it comes to artists, there is nobody that you can say, oh, Wacc is less gangbang than so-and-so. The gangsterism that the West Coast has provided to the rest of the world, as far as the actual artists, there's been no gangbangers involved. Zero. When I finally got my feet wet and stepped on the scene and got some mainstream exposure, that was my natural, organic claim to fame, that I was the first actual, factual, reputable gangbanger that got a chance at some mainstream action. Everyone else was associated, affiliated, one way or another. The majority of them that actually felt comfortable claiming a hood didn't do so till after they got a deal. These are the things I'm saying. And then those that were really affiliated with a hood, Mossberg, rest in peace. He died very young. DJ Quick, his reputation was not one that of as a hog. MC8 didn't have a reputation as a hog from his environment. That was the difference. So there was a few, but overall, our best rendition or fucking image of what our streets are came from people who didn't really participate. Ice Cube being one, my favorite rapper. Dr. Dre, that whole gangster that Dr. Dre brought to the world, he was never a gangster in these streets out here. So just think about how much of the culture he's responsible for representing. Snoop Dogg as well. Never really been a gangbanger out here on these streets. So when you look at Wacc and try to compare his success in the industry and wonder how we can say, oh, well, he claiming to be in these LA streets is false, then why is he still so successful? What I'm trying to tell you is to be successful from the West Coast, even in gangster rap, it's never been a prerequisite to be an actual factor in these LA streets. Actually, the two don't mix. It would be an anomaly. And that's what Nipsey was pulling off. He was actually, no matter what level you want to place him amongst the notorious neighborhood Rolling 60 gang, because that's a very notorious institution to be a part of. However, Cuz was an official member of that and on a mainstream plane that the world has never seen. What I almost didn't go. Here he was, really from some real official, authentic shit out here that the reputable support and all that. Plus, he had tapped into the other side into a level that they weren't finna be able to take from him. And he was taken from us. So, even those that have come since him, there hasn't been no extreme successful artist that claims to be from a gang. But even if you want to go with OT Genesis and the element of success he's experienced or is experiencing, Cuz is from some brand new, and I don't say that negative, but Cuz from some brand new shit. 2 ends. That's some new generation. That's some like new generation shit. So it's just the way this shit has been presented, perceived, and the way it actually is. Cuz don't get it fooled. That whole no honey is pulling off what he pulling off. Don't make you think that means he's anything more to this actual environment of wolves than he's ever been. And guess what? That don't mean, I'm telling you, this is the bottomless pit of peasants and motherfucking vultures and wolves. It don't mean he can't buy some influence out here. He's actively trying to do it right now. Shit is for sale out here. You believe that. But him trying to express his history, nah. Any type of shit he lock up out here, it'll be brand new, y'all. But believe you me, there's some reputables from certain sections for purchase. But there comes a price with it. And accountability is the price. You can play them games and full speed, spoon feed people, misrepresent, tag them along, do it as long as you want. But I just don't understand how somebody that's supposedly been rich for over 20 years is so interested in being such a vocal person on the internet. That blows my mind.
Right.
I'm going to let you go, 972. I appreciate you tapping in.
All right.
It's 2 Nicks and it's Eastside Herb. What's happening? Real Nigga Radio. I done lost my voice around this motherfucker.
What it do, Nala? You already know, dude.
Hey, look, he done got that shit down pat. I know better, but at first I used to think that was you. He didn't got it down pat. What it do, though?
All the time though, hey, but yeah, your boy City though, like City, like he just, I mean, you just gotta keep winning, bro, cause hey, the world see what he all about, especially when he went and attached himself to Coochie, you know,
Bro.
and you know it ain't gonna get no better, bro. You know, it's like a cat ain't gotta do nothing but just let him melt himself down.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, just watch it. Sit
that's
back and
right
watch.
where he at.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
like
self meltdown.
yeah, I'm not trying to counter it. I just only reason we tap in is because it makes sense, like business wise. Like, and then I also
No,
enjoy
I salute that.
I also enjoy the fact that we were at the forefront of expressing these facts about Mr. Wacko No Honey way before anybody was on it. And now you go look right now, you know how many different individuals that are actual Los Angeles natives are independently echoing the same exact message about his relevance to our environment, and it does not take anything away what he has been capable to do as far as establish himself industry wise and develop a network with LA niggas. That's how you establish yourself on the internet for years, just dropping all kind of LA niggas name who he fuck with. That was his script. I fuck with Wooty Woo. I fuck with Wooty Woo. I fuck with Wooty Woo on the internet, on the phone, on the internet, on the phone. And he has an acclamation toward men whose masculinity has been compromised. Ray J and the Booty Goons. He's familiar with the energy. He raised one under his roof, a LBGQT male, his son, firstborn son. Baby and Wayne kissing on the mouth. Not even Doja, the male stripper, violated according to him. These Takuchi, the rainbow rat, on the phone in jail crying about how bad he want to see his family. These Hassandra, he went in a room and tried to verbally, Hassandra, show me where he's done this. Show me where he's done this to anybody with a different type of character. Just think about it. The only people we ever known him to put his hands on, Stitches. Them two paid stage actors, them white boys he had that fake fight with. The only other documented physical activity we know about is J-Rock knocked me out, blood. With a dope fiend, where y'all was at?
Right.
That's all we
know. That came out his own mouth.
Knock me out, blood. Knock me out, blood. That's all we know about.
That came out his own mouth.
And that's what's been documented through camera. But I want to let y'all know the only other thing I know about him getting physical is once upon a time he encountered me and my homies. I think Herb was there. May have not, may have been. Nigga hit a corner. GU not t-shirt. That was the issue. He just happened to be a Pyru. That was not the issue. The Pyru wasn't the problem. The t-shirt was. And we got the beating the fuck out of him. Not me physically, but my niggas got in his ass. As this was happening, Suge, Wacko No Honey, pull up, red Bentley, two-seater, jump out. Who that? My answer, this was Suge say, who that? I don't know, fuck us. Who, he with you? Hell no, fuck him. Wacc see what the homies doing and jump right in the pile, beating up the nigga from Pyro. That's the only thing I know about ever being active, man. Those incidents. And then everything else is what he says. The only other incident I could seem to confirm, he was on a prison yard where Eldon from BSV slapped him, not punched him, slapped him. He didn't fight back. Was supposed to squab him later, but instead he went out on the yard, argued with the police. What is he known for, Yard? What is he famous for? Arguing.
You got put in the hole?
Arguing. He went to the hole. He PC'd up. He rolled it up for insubordination. Wow. Instead of taking his fade.
Like a beatnik.
Yeah, this is what's coming from the Damus. But these are the actual physical altercations we can actually confirm Wacko Honey has been involved in. All the rest are just his folklore, hypothetical, could be, could not be true. We know he Dauphine Stitches, who is not a motherfucking threat. We know he paid them white boys to do that little fake shit. They was not a threat. Not even two. Not even two of them. We seen that little boo-boo squabble he got. And then we know he jumped on a nigga with me and my homies. We was deep as fuck on one nigga. He jumped in on the pyro. We know that. And then we know he ran out the venue talking about J-Rock knocked me out, blood. You know why he called him Blueface a bozo? Not only because he told, but I think just like he seen that tape probably a million times of Blueface watching him run out that venue looking stupid as fuck. Blueface was looking at him like he was the bozo.
Right, like, hey, like, huh?
Compton
like,
AV. Hey,
connect the dots.
Hey, Compton AV too. Compton AV was looking at that nigga like, nigga, you weird.
Dang.
But just think about it. Think about it. But just think about it, cuz when it comes to opportunities, what's the difference between a Jimmy Iovine or a Alan Grunblatt or any non-cool, tough gangster guy and Wacc? Niggas is looking at him like an opportunity, a lick. Fuck if he add up on that gangster shit. Don't nobody give a fuck. Like we say, Dr. Dre is the godfather of this gangster rap to a large degree. And guess what? He has never, ever, 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 ever been an LA gangster on these streets. That is not a requirement or a prerequisite for you to be an opportunity for niggas that are from these streets. And niggas that's really from these streets will bypass that bullshit, all your smut, and focus on the opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that reminds me. Remember back in the day, I think it was Soldier, went in the hood, did a little selfie video, tried to put his arm around one of the little blood homies, like, yeah, what's up? And the homie threw his arm off, stole his phone, tried to swing on him.
That's my little nigga
ears.
That's my little nigga ears that pushed Soldier Boy off of him from Fruit Town.
And you know, that was a real one, because it was like, I don't give a fuck what he's paying to be in the hood. I ain't with that shit.
Look, that's my little nigga. That's my little nigga.
For
But
real.
you know what? As goofy as Soldier Boy is with that bump and shit, on that clip, from what we can see, I gotta keep it a Google. Even though Ears did him like that, from what we can see, Cuz gave the right response though.
He did, yeah. But he had so much security around him. You know that wasn't gonna go down. Even the homie stepped in to get home.
Look, he didn't have so much security. Look, I'm gonna keep it a Google. When Soulja Boy said that, really, couldn't nobody save him from no fade. Like what it is a gang banger. And what he was saying is, nigga, you not my homie. And the only person come over here deserve a head of fade is my homie. So him jumping back asking for that fade would make him a homie. He did what a homie would do. But Ears was looking at Cuz like, I don't respect you like that. You ain't my homie. So you not finna get no head of fade. If anything, he was hoping he could get his crew to politic and put the gangbang down. That's all he was thinking. He wasn't finna get that nigga no fair fight.
Well, you're right. That's what they did. They jumped in. They were real quick to defuse it too, right there.
But I'm gonna tell you, if Ears wanted that, couldn't nobody say Soulja Boy from that. Once he asked for it, that's what I'm telling you. Ears just didn't want it. 9 times out of 10, he not finna get his nigga no head up fade. Like, can you imagine? Soulja Boy probably, because Ears a little bitty nigga. Like, so can you imagine giving this nigga with all this pumped up energy action that giving you a fair one and he might win on your block? Soulja Boy, stop it. Oh man, Paru, never. It ain't. See, that's what y'all don't understand. It ain't. Yeah. That wouldn't have been it. That wouldn't have been it. That wouldn't have been it. Hey, Nickel Bags, I'm gonna let you say your say, then I'm gonna leave it with Eastside Herb. What's happening?
Let me spit this real quick. I know the West on my shoulders, so I brace my back. Quit telling lies to yourself, low. Face the facts. Shit. Trying to find new places to place the plaques. Ain't do another record doja. Why waste the wax? You are not a Paru. You are not a BG. You just love hip-hop and watch a lot of TV. You ask me what's on my mind? Well, lately math. I heard your 300 bars and it made me laugh. You did a lot of diss songs that ain't saved me yet. Must be having flashbacks from the day we met. DMX still remember and you ain't forget. Tell me what the loc is if it ain't the shit. The under hog on top and I see you not. Cause it's a G unit crip and a GU not. And let's get one more thing clear today. You ain't bring the West back, you just cleared my way.
Mama. Oh, good looking. I love to hear that
So
shit.
I forgot the best one. Oh shit. You ain't a gangbang nigga, you a Compton dunce. Your whole album ain't thought to say Bompton once?
Bro.
Then he started saying it all the time.
And not only did he start saying Bompton all the time, he said my name after I said you did a lot of diss songs that ain't said me yet. And not only
JT, stop it, cuz.
Not only that, when we got on that butterfly, he covered it up, even though it was a tribute to his motherfucking grandmother. Man, if we could get a nigga to dishonor his grandmother and be that insecure, you see this nigga running around begging Eminem to battle him? The same thing he put with Jay-Z years ago.
That Kanye over Dre? Yeah.
Bro, and then he's
y'all know where y'all fitting around here? Nowhere.
That nigga saying, Eminem, diss me, please. Please talk bad about me, Eminem. Guess what that nigga said? Oh, why not? You did it with MGK. Man, what's wrong with this? How do these niggas think? I'm dissing you, Doja.
Still can't keep a rapper's name out of his mouth, can he?
He can't. I'm dissing you, Doja. Doja, I diss you. I'm dissing you. The homie just rapped in my bars. That was a diss to you. Oh, Baba. Why not me?
Know where y'all fitting around here nowhere.
Why not? Why not? You did it with Eminem. And then look, on the interview, they asked him why he dissed Eminem. He said, because 50 can't rap.
So he chose Kanye over Dre for the greatest that's ever helped him out. The whole world's looking at that fool funny.
But guess what? Kind of find out he was only able to say that because Wacko No Honey was apparently doing Kanye the same way he did Doja, holding an embarrassing tape over his head.
Yeah. Facts. Well, hey, shout out Real Near Radio. Much love to the local SPI. Shout out Herb, Baby Max Family.
Hey, how you go?
Double knit. SPI gang to death though.
Much love. How do you go from being the West Coast most kept man? For those of y'all that don't know what a kept man is, it's somebody who does not earn their keep and has all access around a rich person, a rich man, and is typically suspect. He's called a kept man. Game Doja, he's been a career kept man, from Baron Davis and D-Mac to Dre to 50 to Jimmy Henchman to Wacko No Honey, and then down the line, to prove he's a kept man, he got the nerve to say, Kanye did more for me in the nonsense Dre ever. That is only the confessions of a kept man. Doja's a kept man. What's up, Eastside Herb? My voice is gone, man. I need some rest. What's happening?
Oh, man, you already know, bro. It's about that time, Shit, I'm just over here, bro. Honestly, I'm just looking at everything like this, kid. You know how they say, when you lay that bed, you make that bed, man. You gotta lay in. You know what I mean? You make that bed, man. You gotta lay in, man. You know what I'm talking about? So, at the end of the day, though, like, shit, it is what it is on the dating activity, though, like.
What type of happily married man has time to be on the phone running his mouth so much in everybody's business? Hey, she boss, you ain't doing your job. You ain't keeping your husband attention enough. This nigga got too much time on his hand to be on the internet arguing like a bitch, with included arguing with bitches, running around
lying on cat,
running around with snitches and lying on lokes. That's crazy. He everybody friend but yours.
Yeah.
And just think, can you imagine his wife respecting him in the sense that he wants the world to respect him? And according to him, he get butt naked and dance in the shower, wet, soaking wet, even though he can't dance. And imagine a nigga built like an Easter egg that can't dance, trying to dance naked and wet. What do that look like? You dig like, what the fuck do that look like? I'm just saying, man. I didn't mean it. I did not mean to do y'all like that with that visual. I'm just one individual. It's all about my residuals. It's me and Eastside Herb. I'm finna sign out. Let my Brody have the last word. Go ahead. I know I said that last time, but here go your other last word. Bam.
Cheetah.
Gratitude.
And that's how we do it on the east side of the West Coast, baby. Baiting activity.
Till next time.
FBI, you know what it is. Keep winning.
For Dev Doe, by the way. Oh,
by the way.
My nigga.
Fam.
Appreciate y'all. I'll be back at y'all real quick like.
Snakewood Net Plus. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
Tupac of my generation, Pac was highly intelligent, but in our culture, street culture, especially in his generation, intelligence was viewed as a form of weakness. How do you get the people that's really affected by, you know, what we're trying to solve involved?
Mathematical marathon and making moves taken. The heartbreaking news made major breaking news. Nephews, nieces, siblings, seeds, stay confused. Waking up shaking, aching, praying that it's April Fools. Chosen child from the now, stakes is huge. Snakes and fake style in the gate, it's too late to choose. Through violent vengeance gave victory, paid your dues. Motivated, demonstrated, elevated views. Truths don't die, we multiply. I ain't make the rules. Self-medicate, meditate, and celebrate the blues. Neighborhood, roller coaster, you can take the cruise, I'm good. Blue laces, suede Puma's favorite shoes. Jesus to the generation, you never save me on my babies. What beautiful gift Pluto ever gave me. For such a precious life, who decides Christ? I couldn't view the slides twice, but they crucified Christ.
Overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. Can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be. Yeah.
This time around, I ain't moving with a gang of homies. By my lonely, couple bad bitches hanging on me. For sure, sharpshooters on deck though. Will I ever let my foot up off these bitch niggas' neck? No. Blue Bentley getting blunted. Wonder how it come to that. Can't let a rat do me like they done my nigga Thundercat. Baymax, place nothing above my paper. Couple slugs for the haters, but I love my neighbors. Point blank, do no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be. Yeah.
On the east, the streets anticipate my new release. Legendary beast, peace to Lil Tootie Reese. 97,000 in a day's work. It hurt to read the paperwork, we from the same turf. Talking super turned up to make things worse. Passed out passes in the past, I take the blame first. Go hard when I'm cleaning up the backyard. Queerdos sound like a queen trying to act hard. I represent the truth, we don't play by the same rules. There is no competition cause I can't lose. Versus fishes, sell them like souvenirs. Blue diamonds in my ear, hella fly,
overlook
boom
my
again.
competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be. Yeah.
Look here, the haters act like he don't know me. One man gang, I don't need no homie. On the 7 these days, they don't even see him seldom. Kind of money, who done touch more than me and Melvin? Anybody help him? Hell no, ho. Straight line dollars, they'll dog dough. SBI spot, can't never have it. East side legend like A7 Magic. Honcho hustle. Plus he the bomb in the booth, counting coins like Chucky from Swan. How the most easy with the ends gon' bow down. Ballin', clowning like BenZero.
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be. Yeah. overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie.
SPI
Can't get close to me.
Folks, they all cost though.
They mad cause they can't be. Everything that they want